Welcome back, everyone, to the final third. It's very good to have you guys back here for episode 5, man. This is going to be a pretty good one. Um, Obviously, we're back with the boys, man. You got the dude with a fatty. He got a hattie last night, man. Evan Davis, how you doing, Evan, man?
Pretty good, bro. How about you?
I couldn't be happier hearing your voice, man. Up next, his
Of course, man.
Canadian pal. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I have a bias towards Jamaican. He doesn't get a nickname. He's just here, bro. Say hi, Jamaican.
Why do you have a bias against me?
You know what? Just say hello. Maybe
You
you'll
lied
earn the
to-
right to a
you
nickname
lied
in
to-
another
you
episode.
lied
You
to-
got a
you
nickname
lied
last
to-
time.
Say it again.
You want to keep beefing me about these cues, bro? You don't get a nickname. So you say hello,
Fuck
and
your
we're moving
ridiculous
on.
cues, man. You need help.
We have,
Hello, guys.
yeah.
I'm very
I hate
happy.
cues.
United won. We're in the finals. No one. can
Anyway,
ruin
the newly acclaimed #1 outside mid NA, former top 1 DM NA, former top 1 striker NA, Viva Zay, man.
Yo, what's
New
going on,
player,
y'all
bro. How you
boys?
doing, man?
Honestly,
That's
like
gonna add up.
being
Wait,
versatility in NA, like it's a
That-
talent.
Get
It's
there, man.
that
CB
doesn't
is
add
next,
up.
bro. I'm hoping
yeah,
to see
see,
that from you, man.
CB might take a while, but I'll be there, man. I'll be
Nah,
there.
CB should be easiest.
I don't get that.
That's
that doesn't
the
add
easiest
up.
thing, man. You know what, bro? We gotta let the real utility go talk here, man. Thin, how you doing, bro?
I'm great, man. I'm just happy to be
I
here.
love to hear that, bro.
What do you mean
Love that.
real utility?
He's the real utility, man. Come on, man. Let's not do that. But right, everyone's here. Oh, and I can't forget, man. Actually, a game winner goal scorer yesterday for Girth City.
No way.
Our dude behind the scenes, man, Jay's ways.
You scored a game winner, Jays.
It
He
wasn't
did,
a game
he
winner.
did,
It was
man.
a game tire,
Okay.
so we could go into pens,
Whatever. It
and
was
we
a
did
clutch
win in
goal,
pens.
man. Clutch goal.
It
Why
was
would you correct it? You should just like.
Yeah,
ran
you
with
could have
that.
ran with that.
Oh wow,
But
you lost
it's all right,
aura.
man. He's an
Because
honorable guy.
there
He
was
tied the
like
game.
20
He
people
scored a goal
watching and
nonetheless.
22 players, not spreading false rumors. You know what? It was a game winner. Let's go.
But yeah, that's your group, man. And obviously, we got a little bit to go. I'm sorry, I just got distracted by the chat with, I got two guys talking about my back. You know what, man? Just to settle this, I'm downstairs right now, okay? This is a bunch of shit that we're keeping. There's a whole bunch of everything. Great range, okay? So I don't want anyone hating. It's actually a pretty good marketplace. If you guys want some stuff that you see, let me know and we can work out a deal. Right. First things first. Free agents, free agency. Obviously, we are in the off season, kinda. I mean, with the way all the leagues work, I mean, VCL's been in the off season as ACL is, and then obviously QFG and Super League's going on right now. But in a weird gray area, where obviously 2 leagues are free agents, 2 other leagues are in their playoff phase. They'll probably end soon. And a lot has happened since the end. I believe there's no more VT, there's no more patience. And there's a couple players out wandering around, man. And I obviously asked the community for their top guys available, but I mean, aside from the obvious ones that we know from VT and Patience, is there anyone else that you guys know that is kind of free that some teams could pick up?
Jay's Wiz.
Well, that's just a lie
I
because
mean,
you're with Earth.
Sebas Men says he's a free agent. That's a
Really? Yeah. You know what? Actually, if you guys are free agency, let us know right now in the chat, man. We'll be sure to pump your names out. There have been a lot of moves being made, though. I know Mythic being one of them. I don't know if Zuck took a managerial role with them, but I know he's been doing a lot of recruiting, and I believe they got Fran, Monoflow, and maybe Menez. Bumbleclot. Yeah. Do we know for what league this is?
VCL.
Wow. Okay. Is there something with VCL this season in which everyone is trying to just sweat it out? I mean, we obviously hear about the Passion FC team coming out. Mythic is gathering up for VCL. I mean, is there something
Fatal
just
special
how
about
it
this?
goes.
Fatal seems pretty stacked as well. Can't lie.
Yeah. Fatal picked up Junie and Adrian. Unsure what they're doing with Antics, but if he's not picked up, I mean, that's another DM or striker right there for your team at very high quality. Yeah, a lot of teams are getting buffed up. I'm trying to think of any other moves that were being made.
You make any moves?
Maybe us?
Yeah, because I haven't heard much about your team, to be honest.
Honestly,
Apart
our
from like 2
team-
rumors.
for the first time, we're actually sticking pretty good. I don't think we lost anyone for the first time in a long time after the season ended, and I don't think we're gaining anyone. I mean, Yeah, no, I mean everyone's staying. I think we're losing Concrete, and Rivera will get picked up for some. No,
Oh wow.
Rick and Rivera. Rick and
Oh.
Rivera. Yeah.
So no more Ratty.
No, Ratty is actually playing.
So who's the
Rick
other
will be going
CB?
outside center back. Yeah,
Who's the other CB that was there last season that's not playing?
Vendy. No, so it was Concrete, Ratty, and Vendy. And if
Oh,
it
so-
wasn't that, it was Noid, Ratty, Vendy.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. No, I
So
forgot
Noid,
about
obviously, I mean, he doesn't care to play the game, so he's just kind of there when we need him. And then obviously, Rick's coming back from Holics, which is another team that we don't know what's going on with them, and that would be a lot of free agents coming up. Obviously, I'm not too sure if Footy's a part of that Passion FC team, but I mean, he'd be a free agent. Obviously, Edwin, Diego would be a big name there. I saw Sir AJC or
Yeah.
Serge. He'd be another great pickup. Um, obviously I think they had the best defense in QFG last season. So, I mean,
I
there's
think-
a lot of good players out there right now.
I'm quite sure Holics has a team, and now
Do they? Okay.
I don't know if the rumors are true, but supposedly Pep is joining them.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I heard. So they're gonna have probably like Pep, Fetz, and Tofsky in the back line, but that's what I heard. It could be very much wrong, but it makes sense if Rick is going back to.
But why would they
So
do
they're
that?
stacking
though?
up on the defense again.
Yeah, I was gonna say like they need a DM to push Footy up top. Like why? Unless like Fetz goes DM maybe, and it's like Pep, Topsky, and Sir. I get his name wrong. It's like
So
Sir
just,
AJC.
but he hasn't been with Holics in a while though, no?
Yeah, I remember. I'm pretty sure he's the one who got moved off their team, but I don't know what else they. I mean, obviously, we've seen Pep and Hughes coming back, man. I mean, he's been unreal. So like, that's a great
Yeah.
pickup, obviously, but I'm not too sure what that does for their team. I honestly thought they were gonna get Junie. That would have been the perfect move for them, in my opinion.
But the thing with this community is that I think Junie as well. Like everyone like wants some type of bread now. So I think Junie has a price
Junie is a
tag.
part of that, man. Junie's looking
Junie's
for
a
the
part-
cash offers, bro.
he does not care.
Oh.
He thinks like for example J7 and stuff like leaving VT for like $100. He just
Yeah.
thinks that type of shit is embarrassing.
It-
'Cause you can just
it
go get a
is.
job.
Listen,
Not
here's the
never
thing.
that.
I think
No, go ahead, Evan.
he got offered I think Brad to join Holics at one point, but he just didn't really care.
Yeah.
I think he's just trying to go wherever he
Good
thinks
boys.
is best for him.
Yeah.
I think he's trying to run with some new guys like
I
Fatal.
was gonna say,
He's
that
always
makes
thought those
sense,
guys are
man.
pretty good.
I mean, they're a cool group of dudes too. I mean, a lot of people know the Holics guys are fairly toxic. Even if they wouldn't want to admit it themselves, most of the guys who join there, if they're not a part of that friend group, do end up leaving a season or two after. But if none of that was real, man, I think Junie would have been a great fit there. So,
You think so? Wait, for Holics or for Fatal?
for Holics, if you
I
if
agree.
you just
I
take
agree.
out
Yeah.
the party, like if assume that Holics was an amazing friendly team that everyone loved, and he goes there and plays there, I don't think I'd be crazy to say that they'd be the team to beat, man, because their defense and press as is was really good. They just could not do anything in the offense. If you put Footy up there and add Junie there, man,
Yeah.
they're a DM away. They're literally a DM away. So I
Some
figured I'd see them make
people
moves there.
some people say that like if you put like all their attackers like on separate teams, like they would play better. Maybe it's just like a chemistry. Well, I can't even say chemistry thing because they play with each other.
Yeah,
but,
that would be weird.
but they have good attackers. I guess just like whatever
Like, do they
style.
not create or do they not score? I can't
They just
really. I
don't
don't
score.
really.
They create, man.
Well,
If you
they
watch their games,
create?
I mean, against who they play,
Yeah.
LA United, like you saw, they had chances.
Yeah, but that's
They
the
just couldn't
one
score.
game I don't watch them often. Like
No, that's the story of their
that's the
life,
one
man. If
game
you
I'd
see,
say.
like,
even
dudes just
even the
can't
game
score.
before when they played Crack City, it was like
Yeah.
that as well.
Mhm.
Oh
Really?
yeah.
They create a lot of
Okay.
chances. They just don't
Yeah.
So they just need a clinical guy or someone to create an even easier opportunity for them. Which honestly is what footy is, but we'll see what they do. I'm pretty interested. Thin, where are you going? Are you a part of Passion FC or are you a free agent?
Yeah, I'm part of Passion but
Okay, I
for
thought you were a free
ACL
agent. I was about to put your name up there.
ACL East. I think I am a free agent right now.
Oh, really? Well,
Oh,
okay,
okay.
man. I mean, if you guys are
Okay.
looking for a top utility player, bro, Thin is a free agent, man. Hit him up, bro. Hey, man. I respect that, bro. All right.
There's
Well,
no
I
way you're a
mean,
free agent. What the fuck?
there, Castillo here. I'm out like Castillo's here. No way. Oh, he is, bro. What's good, Castillo? Have a blessed day, brother.
Castillo.
Much love, man. Um, Yeah, I mean, aside from that, I don't really know if there was any other moves being made or any real notable transfers. If you guys know, please let us know. Otherwise, I mean, we can move on to our next
Can
segment
I
here,
can I
which is
can I actually ask something real quick? Sorry. So I don't know if I'm actually supposed to bring this up. Now, like,
well, I'd love to
so
hear that.
yeah. So I know Gino's team had a sponsor,
Mm.
and
Yes, Gino's team. I completely forgot to mention
yeah,
that.
Buonanotte, but supposedly they're a sponsor. I know probably shouldn't like say anything. Someone told me yesterday that they don't have that sponsor anymore, so I thought they were free agents, but I guess some of they're still a team. Do any of you guys know about that? Like, is the team splitting apart because there's no sponsor, or did someone lie and there's still a sponsor there?
That's very interesting. I mean, I saw
Um,
Jet putting up a couple people were saying looking for a team. The sponsor lied. So
Yeah, no, they're supposed to have 3 sponsors. They may only have 1 now. But I don't think they're gonna do that. They're just gonna use that sponsor for ACL.
ACL, not VCL.
So is their BCL team gone? Like, or like, I know,
Oh
because
yeah,
obviously,
this is so confusing. First off,
But
why
like
are the sponsors just
everybody,
the sponsors? Like, why are they not like
well,
what the hell? man?
everybody knows what the sponsors are. Like it was Alexinho, Drip, and
Oh.
almost hated, but Alexinho and Drip
Oh yeah, you're right.
fell apart or whatever. But like everybody just knows, like it doesn't really matter if you have a sponsor because you'll just get outpaid by Jampson. So like at the end of the day, like there's not really any point in having a sponsor at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm happy that teams are getting paid, but it's kind of causing a whole lot of ruckus right now, and I'm not too sure if this. I mean, I try to base
Ruckus
this
move?
off of like other games that I see. What'd you say?
Sorry, it was stupid. I
yeah,
don't want to repeat it and embarrass
he said
myself.
Ruckus Buck. I don't know why he
Oh,
said that.
what the fuck?
I'm so
Jamaican.
sorry. Yeah, no, continue. My bad.
Yeah, it depends.
As
Why
I
would you
was
repeat it, Zay? Now people in the
saying,
chat
yeah,
think
you
I'm
look like an
stupid.
idiot, man.
I'm
That's
just
crazy.
saying, like,
Get a
it
thumb down
was,
for Jamaican in the chat for that one, man.
yeah.
That's
Wow.
poor. But yeah, I was just gonna say like I look at other organizations and other games, and I'm not too sure how it works exactly, but I'm pretty sure it's similar. There are organizations that pay the players to play. Um, and I don't know a lot of the Apex like beef if there is any, but it doesn't really seem like it's destroying teams. And then again, it might be because it's only 3 people, but at least for this, when I see people getting paid in clubs, man, I mean shit, whether it's the team itself, relationships, everything implodes, bro. Which I really hate to see, man. It sucks. So hopefully we can find a way to like make paying people worth it. Cause I mean, it's what Evan said. If you're getting paid and like you're destroying your team for $100, bro, I don't know if that's worth it for like what, a month and a half, 2 months of FIFA. And if you're getting paid a bag, like $300, $200, that's more understandable. But I mean, to each their own. Yeah, Milks, you're right. If you have the older men, man, they're not gonna care.
You need a team full of fully employed people so they can't be
The
bought
Unks,
out.
man, Team Unk FC, bro. No one's gonna beef with each other. But alas, yeah. I think to your note about the sponsor, I'm so sorry. I'm not too sure I know. I just saw some people were saying I'm looking for a team because he lied. So
When
if
you say sponsor, like what does that mean?
just some dude paying people to play, like they're
Like
gonna
not
pay
not
you to get whatever team you
not
need to
literally
build.
a sponsor? Like
Well, it doesn't really like it's just some guy that like wants to waste his money, basically.
Yeah.
Like it's not really
Like
like anything
I'm not
other
gonna get
than
into
that.
that, man. I don't understand, bro.
Like it's just some guy that wants to pay players to play on his team and most likely not even play.
Like you think people do
That's
that for
about
clout?
it.
Like is that what or like
Oh yeah,
why would you do
100%.
that?
People, well, every community has people like that. You just want like power. You're just power hungry, or you just enjoy making teams. Maybe I don't know. Depends on like the amount of money you spend or whatnot. I guess
Jamaican,
some
I
people just
gotta
want to
ask you,
win.
man. Yeah, like that I understand too, but like for example, some of these guys from the rumors that I'm hearing are paying more than what the actual payout is. And that's assuming that they keep the whole payout and not
yeah, but
split
they're
it
not.
among people.
The same thing happened in PCN. I can't remember who
Yes,
was
and that's
doing
why I want to
it.
ask Jamaican. That's what he did on his PSV season, and I gotta ask.
The difference is like
Yeah,
I was like that's when I first started and I just really wanted to win.
yeah.
I wanted to like I don't think I did it more for my name. I did it more like out of pettiness to prove to one of my close friends at the time that I could win.
Given it a good
That
setting.
that was
Okay.
that's how I did it. Now
And that, yeah, I guess the situations are different because you actually played. Some of these other guys aren't playing. Like I'm pretty sure most hated that guy like would only show up for playoffs maybe. So it's a little bit different. If it's to win, makes 100%
it's hard
sense.
to
But if it's
gauge.
for
Like
them,
I don't really get like people like Alex Angle, like having 3 people on the roster and just changing the team to Ackerman.
yeah.
I don't get that one, but
Yeah. Well,
I don't
I
know.
mean,
No one's doing this to. You don't make money doing this. It's not a for profit.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not even like they're making like there's not even a chance to make the profit. So I don't know. I mean, well, to each their own. I'll let them cook up, and who knows? Maybe they sponsor and they win, and it works out for them in
I'm
the end.
looking for a
We'll
sponsor
see
if
for
anyone's
all
out
these
there.
sponsorship teams. But yeah, that's as far as the moves that we know, man. So keep your eye out. VCL starts in like 2 weeks, so just keep in mind of the moves that are to be made for some teams.
I heard it starts Monday.
No,
Nah.
they're delaying it a week because
Okay,
some teams
okay.
haven't paid. We've heard. So guys, get your payment in for VCL. Right. We got
The bracket.
QFG next, man. Been a pretty eventful at least 2 days. Obviously we had the play-ins last night for D2 to get into the Champions League playoffs for QFG, and before that, we need to announce our winners. Give them their credits, man. Impact FC came out, and they did the job, man. Some could say Chill Guys choked, but at the end of the day, Impact had to get the wins. They did get their wins, and we have to give kudos to them. Jays, I think we have a graphic for that.
Oh, we're not talking about this. Dude, I'm so
No,
confused about all this stuff. Oh.
Yeah, no. I'm putting up
Yeah, there it
Impact
is.
first. Yeah. Where is it? Yes, there we go. A nice little pretty animated graphic. Thank you, Foots. But yeah, I mean, while we're here, guys, I think we should give some credit and love to the Impact roster. So, is there anyone in particular that you guys want to shout out that you've played against that was really good, or at least in QFG, just really kind of?
The whole team.
Yeah, their whole
There-
team's
okay.
good.
Yeah, their
All
whole
right.
team.
And-
Gotta
and
give
you
them
gotta-
Explain, elaborate.
Well, they played a whole season looking for a striker. So they at the end they were still looking for a striker and they didn't get it, and they still finished first, which just shows like how good their core is and like the quality of guys they have. I'd give shout out to obviously all of them, but even like Noe. I think Noe is actually really good. I played with him again recently. I realized like damn, like I actually like this guy hella. I think he's really good. But they played with just Sebas, and then I don't know who their other striker was. I think they rotated.
Anino.
Oh, was it Toninho? Oh, okay.
Yeah, most of the time at least.
Yeah, so they had Chalk on the roster. But yeah, no, it's a really good team in general. So best team in NA.
Yeah, I think I personally can agree with that. I mean, when we play them, for whatever reason, these teams, and when I say these, I mean the Mexicans. They always play a weird way. They don't. Obviously, the best teams press, but these guys play in a way to where like they're able to do it for the entire game. And then once you pair that up with teams that can or players that can actually put the ball forward and find incisive passes, it's game over. I mean, you'd play these guys and the ball movement would just be unreal, and you honestly wouldn't expect it. I would never expect it. But they'd hit a couple quick passes, they'd hit a quick elastico, and they just honestly were a lot crispier than a lot of other teams, man. That the master said it. That's actually fantastic. They were very impactful.
man.
That is top. That's amazing, man. I love that. Then, man, I mean, what are your thoughts on Impact, man? Obviously, they are the champs, but is there anyone you liked the most, or just want to say about their team?
Yeah, I think a lot of their attacks, I think is a lot of them wing play. I think they're like the only team I think like mastered wing play, in my opinion. Like they just spam. I swear, like they do like the most unexpected things from teams. Like they have their own play style and they use it to perfection.
Yeah.
Yeah, I give a
That is
shout out
good
to
of
probably
them,
like Volks and Castillo.
Yeah,
Like
I mean, you're talking about
everything.
wing play, man. I mean, it makes sense when you got a guy like that on the wing, bro, who, to be honest, could be argued for a player of the season, man. I'm not too sure about his stats in this league. I just know he's been balling out everywhere else, but he's been on one this season. And I'm sure if we were to talk to Noe for his player of the season, or even the league for the league player of the season, it'll probably be someone from Impact, unless someone just absolutely shattered stat caps that I didn't know about. But nah, man, kudos to them. They deserve the praise. They are the champions, and we'll see if they can hold it up in playoffs as well. Obviously, I think in ACL or no, in VCL they crashed out, right, Zay? In the first or second round.
Second round, yeah, against
Second round.
Warriors, they're
most
notorious
hated.
first rounders, man.
But we didn't get
They-
first
Yeah.
rounded.
they
We
break
didn't
their
get first
chains.
rounded.
So
You're not on the team, man.
I was on that team.
So you're saying like, without you, you're the.
What? No, no.
Yo,
What are you saying?
I'm just
Hampton,
saying,
just
like you're
get
saying,
some
so
subs,
you're not
man.
playing there, like.
Bro, I got
Like,
first round. I got first rounded with them in FMVP, and then we got second round.
We're not gonna count PvP.
Oh,
But, like,
okay.
yeah.
Much love,
leagues.
Champson, for the subs, bro. We do
And then-
appreciate it. We appreciate
And
you.
VCL, we got second round. The only reason why we got like I don't want to go through that again, but we were just
Oh, yeah, go
caught,
through 'em. You
we
have
were
an
just caught
excuse?
sleeping. Well, we were just caught sleeping. Like they scored 4 goals in 1/2. You'll never see that from Impact. Like never. Like we do. Like continue. And
Oh,
then,
really? So
Yeah,
you're saying they're
before.
not capable of doing that?
But I like if the team is locked in, like no team is scoring 4, especially in 1/2. Like
Okay, well, yeah, that's fair. But like, that's actually egregious from you guys to be conceding 4.5,
that's,
man.
yeah, that's what I
kinda-
was saying. We were just sleeping. We ended up scoring 3 too. Like we were right there, but we
Oh, so you
sold
came back.
we sold
Yeah,
some
valid.
chances. So.
But hey, we'll see if they can do it. Obviously, their team's a little bit different from that VCL one, but we'll see what happens. Come the playoffs, which I believe start Wednesday, not Sunday, because obviously Sunday's Mother's Day. We can take a look at the playoffs, by the way, while we have them here. Some pretty interesting matchups. I think when you look at the bracket, there's a clear 2 teams on each side that you have a feeling should get to the semifinals. On the left side, I think people would actually maybe 3 teams. I think you'd expect Impact or Most Hated to end up in the semis of one end. No Hard Feelings and Mythic obviously in the other. Although, yeah. And then let's see. Chill Guys probably should make it there. Holics had a good defense. I don't think they'll beat Chill Guys, but we'll see.
You don't think
I'm
Girth can
sorry,
get the
Jace.
job done?
No, I don't. But there's always a chance for a Cinderella story, and that would be it right there. That would be absolutely unreal. But yeah, guys, taking a look at this, we don't have to predict the full winners, but first round at least. What are we thinking? First or second round? First 2 rounds? We can start from like the top and going down from like Impact and MB Rovers.
Well, I say Impact for sure. Rovers beat my D2 team. Don't know how the fuck that happened, but they did. Obviously, I was playing with the D1 team. So yeah, I think Impact blow them away. But the thing about like these D2 teams is that like they play with passion. So like what passion means to them is having one strike, is one striker up and everyone else is back. So it's not gonna be.
Yes.
I think Impact could break them down. They're a good team. So definitely Impact. Most hated Vertigo Glory,
Yeah.
I don't know.
What do you feel about this, man?
Well, we beat them the last time we played them, so and obviously we had an interesting season.
But we know
But-
playoff most
yeah.
hated is completely different to league most hated. So
Yeah, that's what I'm. So I mean, I like to back my team, but most hated are a really good team, so I can't. I actually don't know.
yeah.
So I'm gonna skip that one. I think Mythic beat Traka's. Traka's
Well,
had a,
this is actually one of the matchups that I wanted to talk about because this Traka's team. Now I get it. I know D2 has all the stuff behind it. It's not D1. It's not comp, but when you look at these guys specifically, they killed D2, right? So
Mhm,
you'd like to think that
They were
they
good.
should be a D1 team.
they were
Do
good.
you think that they have the ability? Now, granted, again, I don't know any of these guys, but they killed it in the Super League, in the group stage. They killed D2. And granted, again, I know the matchups could have been in their favor and whatnot, but do we feel like they can get an upset against Mythic in this first round?
So they're a very good team, Traka's. It depends how Mythic come out because someone said that Mythic is a team they'll show up against like the big names and stuff like that, but then they'll like lose focus on like other teams.
Some
Obviously,
of the sponsors, yeah.
yeah. So I mean, I think it's gonna be a good game. I think Trakas can't be slept on. I think they've definitely proved that they're actually a solid team. But Mythic also just got JWB.
On this team,
So-
on the
Ye-
QFG team.
Yeah. They got JWB now, so they're strong. Their squad's a bit stronger now.
Mm.
So yeah, that's why I'm gonna give it to Mythic. I just think they're, in terms of squad, Mythic is stronger. They played really well through the regular season in D1. I think Traka's and the thing with Trakas is that they had the advantage with the ping. With Mythic, I don't think that matters because a lot of Mythic guys are already West.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it to Mythic for that reason. There's no host advantage, and
you
just
think that they're the better team overall?
yeah, just I don't think Trakas have played like the good teams like Mythic have already. It's gonna be an
No, and
experience
that's
thing.
fair. And I want to hear everyone else on this. I mean, this is specifically aside from the most hated Road to Glory match. I feel like this is like among like the top 3 matchups that you could argue could go either way. So I mean, Evan, do you? Again, I know we haven't seen Trakas play it, but I mean, we've seen Mythic play, and we've seen the stats that Trakas put up. Do you think they have a chance? Obviously, every chance, every team does have a chance, but you know what I'm saying.
They finished 13th, or oh no, they won, right?
Yeah,
They won.
D2.
Yeah, they
D1.
won. They
Yeah,
won
they,
these.
They won
they won the
D1.
yeah, so they obviously get
Um,
that slot.
yeah, nah, they probably have a opportunity to win, but nah, I don't really think they will in the end. I think Mythic are one of the better teams. They play together pretty frequently. Yeah, they'll probably get the job done. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how many upsets there really will be. It's kind of
Really?
hard.
So you think
The
the
gap
people who should win
between
will win?
um
At least
I
the
don't know.
first round.
I honestly like the most hated Road to Glory game is obviously probably the tough one to decide, and
Yeah.
that's probably mainly it.
And people don't count us out
I
yet,
don't.
man. I love that.
No,
I,
I'm
Well, I
gonna
mean,
be
yeah, it
I
honest.
is.
love
I mean,
that,
like you guys
man.
are a good team.
I'm gonna be
Hopefully.
honest. I really think Majisco will give NHS a game.
Yeah, I wanted to get into that one too.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, you played them like recently, and I believe you tied 1-1.
No, actually, we lost 4-3, I believe. The last time
Oh,
we played them, it might
Wait,
have
what?
that might
They
have been a
scored.
Super League game. That might have
They
been a Super
scored.
League game.
They scored 4 on
Day
that?
with 5 more gifted subs, man. We hit our goal. We had a goal. Let's go. We hit our goal, man. Come on. Let's go, guys. Much
yo,
love,
better.
man.
Don't you think you should use that for rice and goats?
Much
Sorry.
love, man. I
Yo.
appreciate you did
You guys
it.
got a sponsor for your team finally.
Yeah,
Oh.
come on. Let's go, baby. What was I saying? Yeah. If I'm gonna be completely honest though, if you were to check our stats specifically for the last 6, 7, 8 games of QFG, I think we gave up damn near 40 goals. It was just like it was literally 2 to
What?
3 to 4 goals a game. People weren't locked in. It was pretty bad. And obviously we played Majisco. We were up like 3-0 or 3-1 against them, and then they came back. So they're a good team. Obviously, they can score. You can't sleep on them. And the only thing about these matchups, like us against them, Mythic against Trakas, you obviously have the teams you expect to win. But I've played in and I've seen many teams in these kind of matchups slump the first game and they can't recover. Obviously, the good
Yeah.
teams will, but I mean, it happened to us against
You
Fatal.
yeah, you can see a 13 in your last 9 of like
Damn.
actual
Yeah.
played games.
Yeah, which is
Obviously some defaults in there, so I didn't count those. But the
yeah, but it's
13
still
or 9 games you played, yeah, 13
okay. Well,
conceded
actually,
is pretty
13
outrageous.
is actually not. Maybe I was being a little bit
No, that's only just at 9. That's still
overkill.
pretty bad.
No, it is bad. It is very bad. That's more than a goal a game. So our
Obviously
defense was
4-4,
trolling.
5-3, like stuff like that.
But I mean, yeah, it's just about the mental side of things. So obviously Majisco isn't a bad team, but I don't know. Obviously back our guys. I think if we're on our game and we're locked in, we should be fine. But you know, can't sleep on them. And I think the only other matchup like that, so there's obviously most hated Road to Glory, maybe no hard feelings Majisco, and then Holics and Underdogs, I feel like is like the last one I could say, right? That's like you could toss
Well,
it up in the
I
air.
don't think that's really like that's not really like an underdog thing though. It's like
Would you say?
they're not really an underdog team. Like obviously they're called underdogs, but it's like they're basically just the same. So
You
it's
don't
like
think
it's a toss up.
Holics be underdogs. Unders keep it like the way underdogs play is for cheese. They try to get to
that's
D-Mox.
D-Mox's team, right?
Yeah, like if D-Mox doesn't get like a bundle or like a power shot, like his team is fucked. Like it relies on D-Mox doing something. They're not no offense to those guys. Fuck with those like, you know, some cool guys over there. But that's just how they are. Like I think
Yeah.
Holics take them easily.
I
Even
looked at their results. It was just 1-0 and 2-0. Obviously, Hollis won both. So like obviously on the aggregate score they would win 3-0. So it's definitely like, but I don't know. They're not wiping people out. They're always gonna have that issue where they don't really score like that. So
And that's
if
what I'm
DMOS
saying. It's
does
like
get those
underdogs.
bundles, like
Yeah,
like you
exactly.
brought up, like it's
Same
gonna be
wavelength,
tough.
man. All it takes is one goal and then they shake. But obviously
Yeah, we'll
they've been
see.
around a long time, so I wouldn't
Don't shake.
expect it to happen. Yeah, don't shake, man. Who won't be in the playoffs because you cheated and broke a rule. So unlike you guys, I think they would have been where underdogs is actually. Maybe, or they
No,
would have been the
Washington.
8 seed.
What?
They, I mean,
What?
yeah, they should have been in here, bro. It was a good team. They could have added more to the comp, and it sucks. But what doesn't suck is our team of the month, dude. We do have that to present to you guys. Nice little job here from the QFG team, and we can just go over briefly the players of the month, which is I mean, can we say it's the league season? I mean, how many games is in a month?
Well, 4
Depends.
weeks. So
Half?
Depends on how many delays there are. It's like
Yeah,
so
you
many
got big
holidays and
games,
shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
six,
I mean, what was
16
it,
Yo,
last
games.
month in
Jays,
April?
you're not Kimmich, bro. You're not Kimmich.
Okay, yeah. Let's take a look at our D2 team of the month, man. So I'm just gonna read out all the names, and then we can go back through and talk about some of these guys that we think. So from back to front, we got Chaos from Girth City, obviously. Among I think one of the top teams in D2. You see them there in that playoff match against Chill Guys, so makes no sense to not see him here. I mean, their defense. I watched them yesterday. They've been phenomenal. Another guy there is Jim, who's from Girth. We got, oh man, what is that name? Geotex. Oh, I know this guy. Oh, main man from Trakas. Makes sense to see him there. Rapid Carnation, Boochin Jays, the Master. Oh, what is that? Tico? TVco? Jeffries, La Flame Quavo, and You Don't Vape. There are obviously some guys that I do know here, but is there anyone you guys want to shout out on this list that maybe doesn't get a whole lot of praise?
My boy Booch. I love Booch.
That's valid, man. I'll give
Probably
him
Yeah.
Zay. Oh shit, never mind.
Oh,
What the,
yeah,
like, no,
no.
what do you mean, Zay? What?
Realistically,
No,
all
like,
these
no, that's
guys
my
deserve a
fault.
shout out. We're being honest.
My bad.
Especially like Traka's team, like I don't think anybody like really recognize these guys. I've probably seen like a couple of them in queues. But that striker guy, I think he scored like 70 like goals or something like that.
Yeah,
Like,
he
that's
set
crazy.
the record.
Flame?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he balled out that season for Trakas.
Wait, did he? I know he broke a record. He scored 70?
He scored
He
like
sco-
at least 60, some 70.
He scored
goals, bro.
60 with 9 assists.
Like, that's crazy.
Damn.
Holy
Yeah, bro.
hell.
Where's the double at?
Yeah, no double is
That's
actually crazy.
insane.
How are you going to score 60? That just means, okay. 60 goals is a great accomplishment, but if you're getting 60 goals but 9 assists, I would love to see his shot numbers, bro, because I think that man was just ripping it. I don't think he was trying to pass the
think-
ball.
They were getting a lot of results on like big teams in Super League too.
Mhm.
So like I don't know, their play style might be like a counter type play style. So
Mhm.
like that just alone, like 9 assists and 60 goals is like that's insane. So
Yeah, no, that's really good.
he's probably like
Yeah.
a lot of 1v1s just ripping shots, man. And praying.
And you have to
Hey.
do that as a striker, man. So
You gotta
kudos
do
to
that,
him,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, his
Shit, LaFlame.
cam went crazy. Like he got 7 goals, 20 assists. You see him
20
on the
assists.
They
the
were
man of the match or
they
the
were
month
smacking
shit.
teams. Like
And the thing
smack.
is, like their striker partner, just based on like stats, I see like 21 goals, 13 assists. He didn't even get many more assists than the
That's
Quavo guy.
interesting. So maybe that just
So,
means that that dude
maybe
was
he's
doing
just
his
him.
job, man.
Who's his
He
striker
gets the
partner?
ball and he just cooks, man.
Hey.
Velix Cano or something like that, I think. I don't know.
Okay.
Velix
All right, so I
Cano.
mean, one to watch for the playoffs, man. Obviously, these two guys in the attack, La Flame and TVco, bro. They're Cam.
Yep.
Two good players. Obviously, they're dangerous. Vape. I mean, I think we all know he's always been in the League 2 scene or like the second tier scene. He's obviously one of the great players there because I mean he. For whatever reason, Vape just loves to thrive in the lower competitions. And obviously he does so in the higher ones. Okay, that came out horribly wrong. I meant to say every time he plays League 1, he's among one of the best players, consistently. So he's above everyone else. I think he just chooses to do it because he doesn't want to sweat. But
That name sounds familiar. You don't vape.
What?
you don't know?
I'm trying to think who that is.
I can't think of him. Evan, do you know that name? By
Oh.
chance?
That guy's a pussy.
Oh
All
my
right.
goodness!
All right.
Who sits in D2,
Damn.
man? You're not wrong. The Master. Listen, I think we should give him his credit because from what I've heard, apparently, I think we said this on the last podcast. Someone said that he's not confident enough to even queue up and sweat queue.
Yeah,
Which
he
is
doesn't play.
which is which is crazy to hear. And here he is getting a team of the month in D2, which is an accomplishment, man. I mean, to do it in a month of games, to be one of the best players, I mean, that's kudos. You deserve praise. So
He
give
also
Sweat Q a
plays
try, man.
center back, so like I don't know how much of his
Yeah, I saw him
stats
playing
are
CB
skewed. Yeah,
yesterday.
but he also plays center back sometimes, so a decent utility player.
Yeah, and so good for him to get it. I honestly, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I don't know much about Jeffrey X from NB Rovers. I know they made it into the next round of playoffs. If anyone knows anything about him, let us know so we can give him his credit, because I would love to give him some hype. Obviously, Lamine Yamal is his profile picture for the card. Obviously your DM duoship of Booch and Jays, and I gotta say, I was watching them yesterday play, and they were winning the ball a lot, and they were dictating the game against Lil Kharas, which also, to be honest, I thought Lil Kharas was gonna win that game, and Girth really put on a good show, and it was mainly thanks to
They were
these two
stinking.
guys.
We should have won that game. easily.
Yes, but I didn't think that at first. But kudos to you two. I think you guys played great last night, and if that's how you played mostly in D2, then honestly deserving of the reward.
You know what?
Um,
Casillas FSG Casillas went crazy. He's a very good goalkeeper.
Are you giving him a little shout out right here?
Yeah,
That's
I've
valid.
seen that name,
I'll allow it.
but he went.
Mhm.
He was crazy.
Yeah, shout out Casillas, man. Might be a free agent, unsure. Um,
Move on to D1
any
if
other
you
shout
want.
outs for some of these guys? Zay, you played D2 against some of these guys. Jays, I know you did as well.
Geotex probably.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say Geotex. Yeah, he already know. I fuck with Geotex.
That's a good player.
He obviously like won the All-Star thing with me, so I thought of him very highly after that.
hmm
So definitely a solid player. And then we got Jim, man.
Yeah, Jim's great. Chaos is great. Jim's very calm on the ball. Very calm
Like-
center back. I appreciate that.
Oh,
Jimmy
that's
should be there.
Jamboni?
Yeah, it's Jim Boney.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's always
Yeah.
been pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's always been a good center back, man. There's no doubt about that. And then obviously we have Rapid Carnation. Hope I'm saying that right.
Yeah, I know I do.
On next, again, another
Francis
team who
team.
made it into the playoffs. Don't know much about him, but I mean, if you're seeing his name here, obviously that means he's doing something right, at least on the defensive end, and that's, you do love to see that more CBs getting recognized. So you D1 teams, man, if you guys are looking for center backs, Tex and Rapid Carnation, man, who knows? Could be your guys. Obviously, Jim's sticking with Girth, so doubt he moves. Before D1 team of the month, anything else? Any other?
It's
There's
my
no
United
RTP
fan.
players on here, man. So we love to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zay, what's going on, man? What
What's
happened
up?
the last month with your team?
Yeah, no, no team of the month for you, Zay, in D2.
Yeah, I don't know where my players are, man. I mean, I don't really
I
look
love
at
that
stats.
jersey thing. I love that
So
jersey, man.
I mean,
Appreciate it, man.
we did. I know we like fell off a bit. People got stats, and once people get like a taste of stats, team of the week cards, people's game style changes.
Interesting.
I thought I was in the beginning. I thought I was pretty strict about like the first time passing, and shit like that. But once people get hungry, you start to
Yeah.
see more dribble moves, more selfishness, and people just trying to cook. And I think that's what sold us in D2. It's
Yeah.
just stats, the hunger for stats to get recognized. And I mean, there's only so much you can do about it.
Mm.
A lot of people try to play like other top guys. It's not gonna work, man. You gotta.
Yeah.
So the top guys are like
Keep it
top
simple.
guys.
The roots.
Top guy, yeah, they're like people try to mimic other guys, which they shouldn't do. So
That's a shame, man.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but that
No,
is a
that's
shame.
it. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, yeah. It was Zay saying it to a T, especially if you guys in D2, don't ever try to do more, especially just because you're getting recognized for what you're doing. Literally just keep playing the same way. Keep it simple. Make everyone happy, make yourself happy, your team will win, and that's the most important thing. So don't screw over Zay, man. We can't screw over Zay.
Yeah.
D1, team of the month, man. Throw that up for us, Jays. Obviously, you'd expect to see a lot of these guys here, arguably some of the best players in the league, and some new faces, which honestly deservedly so. So I'll go for the backup. We got Pote in net, VTX Joshua, Vendy, and Onfi in the back, Jobro and Lake at the DM slot. Myself, Sucks, and Thin as your midfield 3, and then Jamaican and Milks up top. So, yeah, I mean, my personal feelings. First things first. I don't know if Pote had a great beginning of the season, but honestly, I've said it before. I think, albeit him being incredibly young and very naive and untrustworthy and unpredictable and so many things for a child, he's very good. I'll say that. He's a really good goalie, and I know he sells sometimes, but I would have no issue starting him in my team if I didn't have a goalie. He makes some
With that
incredible saves
sandwich.
I've seen. So, well, no, obviously Craig's staying, but I'm giving Pote his flowers. So, he balled out for me. But yeah, I'll let you guys continue on any other names that you see, and we can kind of hop around some of
Why'd
these
you pick
guys and get them
Hazard as
into
your
those.
pro?
I asked for the Chelsea. Is that the Chelsea one, bro? I think that's the Madrid one.
I-
I
Man.
don't think so.
Like a Belgian one.
Yeah.
Well, his
That's the
name is
Madrid one.
Eden. My name's Eden, man. So that's the only reason why I throw. And also, I'm not gonna lie. I grew up watching the Prem when he was dominating. So I mean, naturally, I just grew addicted to him,
Question.
man. He was so good, bro.
Is team of the month is like different from team of the season, right? Or is this like
Yes. So there's
Yeah.
two
Oh, okay,
team of the
cool.
months. I believe this is
Alright.
the second team of the month, and then obviously, team of the season is everything as a whole.
Okay, okay,
So
cool.
And there's team of the week. So there's
yes,
a lot.
they've
There's
been
a
team of the week.
big
So there's
production
a lot
value.
that'll go into team of the season when they release it,
Oh,
which I
shit.
believe will be here. Tune
That's a
in.
good thing. I see you. I'm
Um,
not gonna lie. I think Evan was robbed, but
yeah,
that's
actually,
another
take a look
Also-
at the
discussion.
stats, man. I
What was the
think
stats?
Yeah, it just comes down to stats. Like I don't know the stats. This is
Yeah.
just a team of the
I
month.
just remember. No, I remember you going crazy. That's why I said
yeah,
that.
I'd have to
But
look at the stats. I'm not too sure of
I
the
don't
last
know
one.
when the month like threshold like kind of started. I
Yeah,
just
that's what I'm
remember
saying. I think that's one thing we'd have to define to
him
see.
going stupid. I
Yeah,
don't know.
well, like most of these people are great players, for the most
Yeah.
part. Like these are expected names, outside of maybe like a couple.
Yeah.
But obviously, yeah, I'm assuming like there's some kind of tally. Like there's always going to be good players messing out, but it's like
You guys
obviously
all have
based on
similar
stuff.
stats, so I'm sure.
Yeah, everybody's gonna have
yeah.
similar shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's really just like who finished where, preference. I mean, who did more with the clutch goals
Well, it's
that we
probably
remember,
just
things
like
along that lines,
somebody
maybe.
had just like a couple more goals or assists in
Yeah.
in like the in like April, and then like whatever people had other
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
before or after.
The-
I have no complaint anyway.
So what the fuck's Mendy there?
Yeah, I was gonna say
He's the GOAT.
No, like, cause I remember NHF, like you were just talking about how many goals he
Yeah, I
conceded.
know. I don't know.
He's
If
a
I'm gonna be
center
completely
back,
honest,
right?
there should be no NHF defense. Joe and Lake, sure, because I mean they were phenomenal. Like we would score a lot and concede a lot.
Wendy, you
So
don't
I'm not
give a
too sure
fuck
why
about
he's
your
here.
PWs, man.
Maybe PWs. Maybe I think they do
probably
track
PWs.
PWs. So
Bendy's
maybe that's what it
not.
was.
Bendy is not even in the top
PW at the
10.
cost of conceding 4?
Maybe
I don't
he
know, man.
farmed possessions won. That's probably what it was. Because
He's
we
not even in the
conceded
top
a
10.
whole lot. I average 8 a game.
He
He's
averages,
Homelander, man.
He averages 8 a game.
Bro, he's not fucking Homelander.
He's
Stop bringing that
Homelander,
shit
bro.
up.
Show some fucking respect to Homelander, man.
Oh my god, bro. The thing I like about these rewards, and I think we might see it in Team of the Season too, I hope, is it does shed light on some of the guys that you wouldn't expect to see. Putting in shifts for a consistent amount of time. And obviously, the only two dudes I'm speaking about are Joshua and Onfi. Joshua at least has been getting noticed a little bit, so people have been kind of giving him his flowers and giving him ratings highly. But Onfi, I mean, I don't think anyone expected Onfi to compete up and put numbers against, the big dogs. So I want to give him kudos because I've seen him in the sweat queue a little bit too, and good defensive utility player who can put in a shift. So good job to you, man. Yeah, then obviously you got an award for team of the month. Congrats, man.
Congrats, bro.
Deserved.
As
He
well.
was probably him, Evan, Junie, or like probably a really standout this season. I can't lie.
Yeah, I was gonna say these awards, by the way,
And when
recap
Dan
honestly
joined,
the end of the season. So the guys you're seeing up here are what they're saying are to be the guys who kind of balled out as the season went to a close. So for chill guys, like Jamaica was talking about, was for their title run. So him earning a spot here means that he, the manager just said it, but he balled out in trying to push them to a title, which it's tough that
That
he didn't get it.
VTX Joshua guy is a crazy position ones. Like if he was if he was a DM, I think in second place for possessions won as a center back is like really impressive.
Yeah, honestly, if you look at the points for him too, I think he's like top 5.
He's
Yeah,
I
it's
think,
man of the
Yeah,
match list mostly.
I think he's
Oh.
fourth or some shit like that.
Well, still as a center back winning man of the matches, I mean, like
Yeah,
if they do it the way EA does it, he's insane for getting that much shit. If it's the manager saying, you know what, you deserved it, still good shit to him for deserving it. But obviously,
How they do it is like you submit the stat clips and they do it. Like they can
so
see.
the people pick man of the match.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's valid. I think that's more fair and more a testament to how good he's been then, if anything.
No,
If other
like
people are
the
giving him.
yeah. No, it's not the game is giving it to him, like his match rating, and they just
Oh.
go based off that.
I mean,
I
still,
don't
man.
know.
I mean,
I don't know the rating system on like clubs. I don't know if it's like really like accurate or good in that sense. But like obviously his team getting him getting man of the match so often, it's kind of crazy because I don't
Yeah,
see
Yeah,
that
I
from
mean,
nobody
that's
center
running
back.
back is crazy.
all out for them.
Yeah, you don't see that at CB.
Good shit, Josh. I'm trying to. I mean, I don't want to toot my guys on. Obviously, actually, I will. I mean, Sucks, Joe, and Lake have been phenomenal. In more in ACL than QFG. Obviously, we had the same 3 in both leagues. QFG just we never got it going because we'd always just sell a goal. So I wouldn't blame them. But they've been. I've played with a lot of midfield trios that have stuck together for a while, and they've honestly been one of my favorites that I've ever played with. So I'm not surprised to see their names here. So I mean, like I said, our team did do pretty well at the end of the season, minus all the goals we conceded. So, yeah, obviously Milks is there. He won Golden Boot. I mean, there's not much else to be said about it. You're probably always gonna expect to see him up
I'm
here in these
still a
rewards at
bit
the end of the season.
confused. So the last one, I don't know if it's a visual glitch. They didn't have a player on his team. So what about this one? Not really
Yeah,
seeing
Zay,
any.
that's actually double the chance. 2
It's
teams
team
have
of the
had
month, man.
no
It's
awards.
team of the month.
That's a
I
great.
don't.
That's
Yeah,
a
that's
great
It's team
kinda-
shout,
of the
man.
month, man.
I didn't. I
Like,
thought it was like just a glitch or something, but no.
You brings up a good point,
nah.
Zay.
Damn.
And we gotta ask a serious
Okay,
question
okay.
here
To be fair,
Zay, are
Elton
you
should.
touching Naglu?
Elton definitely should be here. I don't know how Elton's not here. Elton's like that man's number 4 on possessions won right now. So I don't know, or number 5, number 2 for center backs. So I don't know,
You're
man.
saying he might get a team this season.
I think he should get. Yeah, he probably will, man. We'll see, man. He's number 2 for center backs.
Interesting.
The only thing is we can't keep a clean sheet. But
Yeah, I was gonna say that doesn't answer the question of why no one's here, but I see what
I
you're
mean,
saying.
okay, and then we also, like I got a lot of rotation, So like
Mhm.
my midfield's always changing, like JJ was gone, Ryan wasn't playing full time, like Yoshi. Well, Yoshi was available. He's my man. I fuck with you. I love you, Yoshi. Yeah, man, we just move things around. Elton should be here though. I know Elton should be here. Just looking at this, like, because I'm looking at the stats right now, man. He's number 2 for center backs.
That's all right, man. Well, admin's some food for thought for team of the season, I guess, man. One of your managers feels this player should be there. I don't know how you guys are gonna do that.
What's the guy?
I don't know.
I don't know
if,
their stats. I don't actually
yeah.
know.
I don't know how they're gonna pick it out. I don't know if managers are gonna vote off stats or if the admins are gonna pick. It'll be interesting to see. I'm sure they'll announce it. But yeah. Any closing thoughts before we move on? From the team of the month before team of the
I'd
season?
say props to like Joe and Lake. Like they're both like they're top 2 right now, like with center backs and DMs combined, like in possession as well. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, they've been balling off. So
So
love my boys, man. Main guys. Right. Now it's we can go on to table talk, bro. And the first thing I kind of have on the agenda is VCL. Obviously, we know some teams are being formed, but they changed the system back to a D1, D2 type deal. Or no, they broke it up into. Yeah, I'm right? D1, D2. They're doing that again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously, it's not going to be as mumble jumbled as last time, and people won't get destroyed. But any predictions? Once the watches, at least. Do you guys have any ideas on who's going to do great, who's not going to do great, players
What?
or teams?
Honestly, it's tough because I don't even know like the teams like that are like.
Which is okay. Obviously, some
situated.
teams are returning. We don't really know. I got a couple responses here. People are throwing up for once to watches. We have LA United as a once to watch in VCL, and I believe it is a new team loading up there, if I'm not mistaken. Right?
I think it's just
Thoughts? I mean, I feel
like
like
a
you guys would
lot
know
of the
more about
most
that situation
hated
than
guys.
me. Like, I don't
Is
think the
it?
same guys are playing in VCL.
Yeah,
No,
I
it's
would assume
not.
it's most
It's
hated,
not.
right?
Yeah, it's like most hated. So it's like
Okay.
Ortiz, Taram,
You know who might be back
like
though?
Leo.
Fatal. I think because supposedly someone said in the chat. I don't know if it's for
Yeah, Fatal
just
is
Eastern.
back, and they have new pickups. Yes, I also had that written down too.
Yeah.
How do we feel about that team? Let's take a moment on them. Obviously, like we said, Junior and Adrian going there. In addition with the guys they already have, Naldo, Caesar,
Luigi's back.
Norbeck if he's
PSG,
playing. Koss also is there.
yeah.
Luigi as well. If
Yeah.
he stays with them, I don't know if he's. I don't think most hated is a thing. If you guys are saying they're playing over there, so if they adapted a bunch of those guys, that is a dangerous team. And I could easily see them competing for the title. So
What
that'll
the
be a
fuck,
team to look out
McCloud?
for. What happened? We love Fatal. Oh yeah, he's there too. Yeah.
How do we ban him?
We need a moderator, so I don't know who has mod status. I think only our streamer guy can grant that.
Someone take care of it.
I think they'll be a good team.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the backline's gonna be like Norbeck, Kaiser.
Mhm.
I don't know who the third center back is.
Mhm.
Kaiser's pretty good. And then who's their goalie? Did they sign a goalie?
I think it's
It's
Yashin.
Spina.
Oh,
If
Espina?
it's still Ospina,
Hey man,
That hurts.
I'll be honest.
RIP Fatal.
Yeah, he
That
hasn't
hurts.
been the best this year.
Well,
They'll have to get
Ospina,
another one, man.
Danish. Ospina,
Oh, Danish is there.
Norbeck, Kaiser,
Oh, they're gonna be sick.
Adrian,
Yo, they're gonna be
Koss,
sick with
Juni,
Danish.
Luigi, Bicho, or
Koss and
Bisho, whatever the fuck his name is, Cesar,
Oh my
and
God.
Manek.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
got rid
actually
of
a great
Brian?
midfield, man.
Oh no, Brian. Wow.
They got rid of Brian. If I'm not mistaken, like he's always been their like goal scorer. But obviously Cesar is gross. But I think him and like
Caesar,
Manek.
he's unreal, man. That guy, I've seen him claim so many souls
Oh yeah,
against him, bro.
I
It's
can't
actually
lie.
crazy how consistent he is.
Yeah, he's a chill guy's reaper, bro,
My-
and patience reaper.
Yeah, he
I
was
think
destroying us
Fatal
too.
could be like really sick this season.
Ovo 2 went to Fatal.
I,
Wow.
I think they need to get a keeper, man. I
Yeah,
really
they need
do
a
think they need to
goalie.
get a
Dude, they
keeper
buffed up
because
everything but goalie, bro.
Because-
they're goalie
Yeah.
away.
what Ospina has games where he's like, he's like, wow, this guy's sick. But he's most likely, if you're in a 2 leg, he's probably gonna sell you 1 leg. Like he'll make good saves 1 leg, the other leg he's selling you. Like it's just how
Yeah, dude,
how
this
it is.
Fatal team sounds like it's gonna be a fun team to play against and to watch and track how they do, man. It's a really, I didn't think, I knew a bunch of teams were gonna fold. I didn't think a team like this would be assembled, man. It's great to see. That's dope.
Yeah, they have a lot of good players.
They just need a better goalie, bro.
If they get like Kobo, I saw in the chat, like bang, they're set.
Yeah, Kobo. David says they asked him up, and he
They
rejected them for
they need a
Mythic.
striker.
You think so?
Really?
Really?
You don't think they have one?
I think Cesar and Manek are too similar. Like
Nah,
I
that boy
just-
Cesar is clutch though.
Yeah, Cesar.
Yeah,
no, I
player,
agree.
but, like,
I agree.
the course
I
of a
agree.
season, I think like it's not gonna be like the same as compared to like someone like a better striker, like a 9 striker.
Like a finisher is what you're saying.
The
Okay.
Yeah,
nine.
like Brian.
So like a
that's
Jackson.
What Brian
Oh,
was.
sorry.
No.
So they don't have
Like,
a finisher. Both the strikers are creators, is what you guys are saying?
Nah, Cesar can finish, man. Cesar can like that guy's clutch.
Cesar's gonna score. Like when it comes to playoffs, he's gonna do fine, and he's just gonna cook up and score. Like people just see the numbers in regular season and assume like they don't have a goal score, but at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Now those been in the lab.
Manek said that he's been in the labs.
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
Speaking of
Alright,
Naldo,
man.
I also think Fatal plays. Naldo plays way better with Fatal than he does at other teams. Obviously,
Yeah, obviously, man. I mean, like,
RTG isn't a good.
playing at home, bro. You know how everyone's
Yeah.
gonna play, so you don't have to think about anything else. You just do what you do the best.
Yeah, I think he'll score a decent amount too. But he
Yeah,
also
wants
be
to
able
watch
play
Naldo
make
right there, man. Okay, Naldo in the lab. I respect that. Impact, another team that people are saying is gonna be to look out for because they got some more upgrades. Obviously, they lost a couple people.
They're modded.
Enough.
No, they're not modded. No,
Are
that
they
team's
fully
sick.
modded? I know
No,
they
no,
lost
they're-
a few.
I don't know.
they're still
I spoke to
good.
one of their players, and he does not liking how the team is looking. But
Well,
That's not good, man.
so the guy-
they're missing like the core of like why they were so successful. Like
Yeah.
losing Volks, I'm sure that hurts. Like
Oof. Yeah,
lot.
if you don't have Volks, man, that's immediately. If I don't have Volks on my team, I already don't know if I want to keep it, let alone anyone else that they've lost.
Obviously, people are gonna assume I'm trolling, but like every team is basically just trying to build like from what Passion doesn't want.
Yeah,
So
because Passion just picked
you're
up
just
all
kind
they want.
of you're obviously like this Passion team. They're just gonna try to get the best in every spot, and then you just
Yeah.
gotta pick up the scraps and hope for the best. You know.
Which
I don't
makes
even
me
know
think
what's
Impact
happening with
won't.
that
I don't
because
think. What'd you say?
the players that I thought were on the team are on Fatal. So I
Yeah,
don't
so it
even
seems. I
I
mean,
don't even
I've
know
heard
what's
some
happening,
surprising
to be
rumors as
honest.
well.
I think this
But
is also a good thing though,
yeah,
because like say all these guys are getting, they're getting paid to go play certain teams. That gives people who don't have the chance to play with those like top guys, like people are gonna be looking for players. This gives them their chance to actually like try to get a name facility because they're gonna be call ups now. Like people have to if they want to make a team, they're gonna have to call up new guys and see if they can actually compete. So I do think it's a good thing.
I'd
yeah,
love
no,
to
it is.
sniff Cage chair right now.
Sorry. It sucks for. Sorry, I gotta open my door, dog. It sucks for teams like Impact who lose their guys, but I mean, it opens up opportunities for more, and if not, then they fold. So that'll monitor that situation. A hot take was that Pexy's new team will be Black Horses or Dark Horses, I guess. I think someone used the wrong phrase. Thoughts? I didn't even know he was making a new team.
I
But
didn't.
Obviously,
I didn't.
nobody
I didn't.
knows what that
Yeah,
is.
I didn't know he had a team.
Yeah, well, I don't know
Nobody
who
said
put that in there, but they said his
I
team
thought he
will
was
be.
like borderline folding last season.
Lexi,
Oh.
who you
But
pick up? That makes
Yeah,
like
Pexi,
that makes
why don't you
people
let
say
us know,
that.
man? Because someone said that. It wasn't any of us. Someone said that it'll be a team to watch out for. So give us a list of your names, man, and we'll see if we agree with them. I don't know who it was, but let me know who you got there right now. And while he does that, let's see.
I know he got
Some
like Madrid 11 and Julian.
yeah, I want to see
Just
who he
scrap the
says
team.
first. I want to see who he says first, and then I want to comment on it so I can give a whole view. Specifically, some names that have been listed for ones to watch. No way, as we all talked about. He's been in his shit right now, so understandably so to watch him this next VCL season. Luis G. People are saying he'll be back in his prime if he's playing at outside mid, for sure, and that he'll definitely make that Fatal team a lot more dangerous because he haunted people when he was there outside mid. Um, Seb's another name people are saying. Granted, he ditched and sold VT. People are saying he will carry Pexi. I guess that might not be another name there. And the last one someone is saying is Zay. And specifically, they said Zay finally shoots more and ends up top 3 goals scored. So they're
What?
saying this will be your breakout season for goals, Zay.
I don't know about that. I mean, I was planning on removing my B button this season, so
Oh, that's not. I don't know.
no, I'm joking. We'll see. I don't think I'll get top 3, but I mean, I appreciate where the hell said that.
Yeah.
Maybe assist though. I'll get.
Maybe, but those are some of the people. Seb, Luigi, Noe, you. Obviously, there's a lot of other people and chat. If there are some people that you guys want to shout out and to be lookout for this next VCL season, please let us know. It's great to see that this next season D1 will be together, so the stats shouldn't be as skewed and they'll be more meaningful. Because while it was great to kind of inflate my numbers last season in VCL, didn't feel right because a lot of the players just weren't good. So hopefully
Are
we
you
can
saying
all.
our side of the bracket wasn't competitive?
No, your side of the bracket wasn't comp either. None of our sides were comp. I mean, I feel like our awards are kind of obviously you have to do the job, but I mean the stats were kind of just inflated a little bit because of the bad players.
I don't
So
know. Our side was competitive, bro. There were the likes of
no, it
Dumpy,
wasn't. It wasn't.
Samurai
Let's
Panda.
not do this, man.
I'm
Don't
trying
do
to
this.
think of that team that really.
You're
Oh,
like Isco right now,
Cougars.
bro. There
Yeah,
was
Cougars, man.
absolutely
Yeah.
there was like 3 good teams on yours. Okay, 4,
Bro, there's
5 good
more
teams on
teams,
your
bro.
side, 4 good teams on
If
our
I
side.
see
more teams
Samurai
than that.
Panda, like I'm
ACL
just like I'm smiling.
conferences, JWB, man. Listen here, bro.
You
I
gotta leak
love
it, bro.
farming it, but it was not good, man. You guys should just do D1, D2, bro. That was great. But yeah, I mean, next up is hold on, let me see what I got listed here. Give me a second. Yeah, let me know actually on that, by the way, JWB, if you guys are actually gonna do that again. So I got something cool here that I want to ask you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna list this out. So obviously, please listen closely. I put up a poll. on this form, and I asked for people's, if you were a manager, what are you picking for your front three? Okay, and these are players in their prime, the best they've ever played. So I'd love to hear what you guys all say on this. The first option is Eden Hazard, Harry Kane, and Gareth Bale. That's option 1. Option 2 is Cristiano Ronaldo, Cavani, and Robben. And the third is Neymar, Ibra, and Mo Salah. And I'd love to hear who you guys pick as your front three if you're a manager.
One with Hazard.
I went the one with Salah.
I actually like option 2.
Yeah, I did option 2 as well. If
Oh,
you
okay,
had,
so it's split. Everyone's
Me
split.
and
Well,
Evan got ball knowledge. Everyone
yeah,
else
let me
are
hear why
idiots.
though. So
Let's
I'll
talk about
start
that
with
ball knowledge of
you
Champions League
just-
predictions.
you just
Puts
got
it-
to.
All right.
Yeah, it's just
you
not.
pick option
It's
2,
not
so you
just
said
a
Ronaldo,
similar.
Cavani, Robben.
It's just not similar at all because you have one player who's a top 2 player ever, and then you got no
What was
top
the
2
second
player
option?
anywhere else.
Well, you have to think if they
Ronaldo-
link too. No, wouldn't that go into account if the styles would fit, or are you just assuming that they flow?
Well,
No?
Ronaldo, Cavani, and Robin, like, realistically, a lot of top players will be able to flow, like if they play enough together.
Valid.
Mbappe, Neymar, Messi.
True.
See, those
Obviously,
players were in
some big
their
trios
Yeah,
don't
maybe.
work.
Also,
But
they don't
but
have
that's
confidence
different because
like that.
Mbappe is a left winger, even
Yeah.
though he's doing alright at striker right now, and that's a bit different. Like Cavani's a poacher, and Ibra and Kane are similar, but Ronaldo's a cut-in player, Robin's a cut-in player. Like
Both inside
it would
forwards.
work well. Yeah.
Bro, wait, first is Chop? People are really saying the first option is cooked?
What's the
Hazard,
first
Kane,
option?
and Bale?
That shit's
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
That shit's
Who said
good.
that's top?
That
Everyone's
shit's
saying that's
Kaka.
top. There's no
That shit's
way.
Kaka.
Wait, Harry
Shit's
Kane,
not
who?
Kaka.
Harry Kane, Bale.
Kane,
Harry
Kane,
Kane,
Kane.
Hazard,
He's a
and
trophy now.
Gareth
Show some
Bale.
And
respect.
Hazard, I can't lie.
Yeah.
Nah, I can't lie.
That-
It
That
might
shit's-
be chopped.
That shit's
Bro,
working. There's no
Kane-
way you don't think that's
Kane-
working.
Listen.
Both Kane and Hazard like to drop
Kane
deep.
can
They'll just
dish
be
out
stepping on
Kane
each
can do
other's fucking
everything, bro.
toes.
The
He's
play
a 10
style-
and a 9.
I think, I'm not saying like it's gonna be. I think a lot of their play styles are really contradicting to each other. Cause like you got one technical player, right? You got one like rapid player, and you got one like a false 9. I think Kane's play style is like you have to. It dictates how he's gonna play. Basically, you have to. If he has a bad game, then both of them are gonna play terrible. That makes sense.
That is true.
You need like a more.
But, like,
you need
I
like
don't think so.
Fernando
No, I don't think
Torres
so.
or
It-
something. I don't know.
If we're talking prime Hazard, prime Bale, like that's what I'm assuming we're talking about. I mean,
Like,
like
I
even
feel
if
like
Kane,
primary Kane though, like I don't think he is fucking up and having a bad game. Like think about like I don't know.
I don't think all this matters because I just think Ronaldo by himself is gonna score more than all 3
Most of those
combined
guys.
from
Yeah,
the
no,
other
it's-
2. So it doesn't matter. Like
I mean,
if you just have Ronaldo by himself,
yeah,
like
yeah,
I
you
think it
need
just
it needs to
helps.
be balanced. It needs to be like Ronaldo,
Like
like
if you
playing
had
next to like
Ronaldo,
Theo
Messi
Walcott.
on a wow.
Interesting.
Did I hear
Like-
Theo Walcott?
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
needs
do
to
you
be
guys-
balanced. You can't have like
you could have picked
can't have,
anyone,
like,
bro.
top
Like,
2
yeah.
player ever, and then like 2 like really good
well, the
players.
thing is, you guys say this, and when you look at the results,
No Theo Walcott hate. It's just the first like bad
40%
winger I can
of
think
the-
of.
Nah, I'm
okay,
chilling.
I think
44% of the
number
vote-
one would be the
Chill,
most fun
Walcott.
to watch for sure. I think the first option is like probably like the most like appealing to watch out of like all of them. Realistically.
yeah, that
Yeah,
I
yeah.
agree.
If you
Most
removed
people-
if you removed Kane and added like Rooney, like I feel like that front three would be like way better.
Really? So you think
Okay,
Rooney
okay,
over
hold
Kane?
up, hold up, hold
Is
up.
there a difference between them, really?
No, I feel like people just
Are-
disrespect Kane. Kane's. I'm not saying Rooney's. Obviously, I wasn't going to shit talk Rooney. I'm just saying like Kane in general. He's always been a good striker. He just plays for fucking
First
Spurs.
option won't get you
He played
in.
for Spurs majority of his
Interesting.
career, so no
Wait.
one's gonna give him the credit. That man's good.
No. He gets the credit. He used
Is
to be top
Rooney-
goal for
Rooney's
all
above
All right,
Kane?
so are we gonna talk about Kane performances at England, or are we just going to just completely?
We
ignore
could
that?
talk about anyone for England. If like
Now,
majority
to
of
be
players
fair-
that play
to be
for
fair,
England
no,
suck.
Kane, I think he had a golden boot once at least for England, at least one time. But
Yeah,
it's
but
not
every
like
every
in terms of like
tournament
the
he
games where he
slips
needs
it
to
up.
win. But I think when they need to win, like that's like when they start choking. Realistically, like
Rooney
they just
clears
gotta
Kane.
ping in the clutch.
I
Solid
agree with
Kane.
Antics.
Kane in big game performance is awful, not even just England. Interesting. So everyone's saying all this. When you look at the results, 44% of people chose option 3, Neymar, Ibra, and Salah. In second, 30% of the votes was Hazard, Kane, and Bale. And in last came Ronaldo, Cavani, and Robben. Which is
Neymar. I can't lie, man. I think the second option is like the clear like winner. I think
See,
but the
yeah.
Neymar option.
I don't
I think
know.
that Neymar option
I don't
should
see
have
it
been
like
last.
that.
My
Because,
Neymar,
opinion.
Ibra, and Salah. That's what people are saying would be the best.
Well, I just think
That's
that
what
doesn't
people are
really
choosing.
work out because
It's just
I
recent
think like
bias. Salah.
the way that Salah works, like he's basically just a striker. Like the way
Yeah.
Liverpool work, their actual striker is just an attacking mid to a certain extent, especially when they had like Firmino shit like that.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't think it really works. Obviously, they'd still score a lot, but yeah, I
Ibra
don't
would
see
not
how
deal
that
with
would really
Salah
work.
like trying to be striker
Yeah.
when he's there. Like he would
Yeah.
ego
Yeah.
he would
They
ego
wanna
the
be
fuck
the
out of
main
Salah
threat.
to get out of the box.
Salah the left of
Yeah.
merchant, he can only score pens. I mean, you could say the thing with Robin. Glorify Robin. Okay, there you already said it.
Okay, well, I mean, I wouldn't hate on Robin was actually unreal. I wouldn't do that, but yeah, I'm surprised people chose the Ronaldo one was last because I guess no one else feels that Ronaldo
gotta
is that
remember,
good, which is kind of
There's
crazy.
a lot like
That's mental
Ronaldo's a hard one because like a lot of people love Ronaldo, a lot of people hate Ronaldo because of Messi. Like like so people would rather like die than actually give Ronaldo like anything to win.
Yeah.
Yeah. So um, and then I think the Salah one. I mean, we got a lot of like Egyptian fans, so they probably voted that too. For Salah. And then I know East probably voted for Neymar too. So
East actually said give me Xerxes, so maybe he prefers other players.
Yeah,
But
damn.
yeah, I mean, I thought it was
Xerxes
pretty
and
interesting.
Xerxes.
People gave some
Yeah,
cool.
you put Xerxes,
People-
Xerxes in
people
that
who
second
under-
option is cold, man.
Yeah,
People
well,
who
nasty-
understand
nasty
Xerxes'
link-up, man.
game actually know.
We're
triple
not talking
O.
about
Bale,
Xerxes anymore,
Hazard, and
man.
Xerxes. That's
Um,
the three.
That's a nasty.
I mean, I thought it was pretty
combo, too.
interesting. I
Xerxes
wanted
Xerxes
to
is
see
a
what you thought
modern
about that.
Kane, bro. Xerxes is a modern Kane.
We'll do three midfielders for the next form. So we can see what people say for midfield trios on that next one. But next thing we got, man, I thought this was pretty cool. Also on the forum, I asked everyone. I said, give me a rating of these specific teams in order. So I listed out No Hard Feelings, VT, Viva, Holics, Patience, Most Hated, and Impact. I just thought of when you think of like the best teams or the top teams, who comes to your head? So those are some of the guys I thought of. I don't know if I'm missing any, so please let me know if I am. Okay, I don't think so. I'm sorry,
Carlos
bro.
FIFA.
I'm not trying to be.
We're gonna make a
So, okay,
generational
Slug
playoff
Paper's a
run.
good shout, but they, recency bias, they're not here. So the community, when I asked them to rate them, which is cool. I didn't even specify this, but some people broke them down between playoffs and league. But the most common thing I saw was the following. It was VT and then Patience, Holics, Most Hated, Impact, NHF, assuming Vendy's there, and then Viva, assuming Vendy's there.
Someone's trying to beef. I'm sorry, but
I can't lie, that's crazy. How is Impact that down?
Yeah, Impact is 5. So again, it was VT, Patience, Holics, Most Hated, Impact, NHF, Viva. So, I mean, thoughts? Obviously, I feel like there's some things that can be moved around there.
Yeah,
but
I think
we can assume these teams are at their best. They're peaks, right? What are we saying?
See, I didn't really think. I honestly don't even know what I picked. But I just think like if you've won something, you're automatically like you got to be the person in the front. Like
Yeah.
Obviously, 4 teams have won so far.
Mhm.
Impact. Oh well, yeah. Impact won QFG, NHF, VCL.
Oh, I guess LA United should
LA,
be
I
in there,
guess.
huh?
Yeah, but it's those people have different rosters all the time, so it's kind of difficult.
Yeah,
to
so it was
really
hard. I
do
was just
that.
choosing teams that had
And
consistent
VT and
groups.
Classic Pro. But yeah, like I think that's how I classified it. I think I honestly don't know what I put down, but I think I put the people that were winning closer to the top. That's why
Yeah.
at one point I actually had Impact lower because I kind of forgot they won QFG and then I moved them higher. That's why I don't really I think I had people like Patience, Most Hated very low because they can't win.
Yeah, I had that too. I did it.
NHF were high for me, I think.
I sort of did like primes. Like I know I
Yeah.
probably should. So like obviously winning stuff, but like I generally think that like obviously I'm biased, but that Viva team when East was there, like that was a really fucking good team. Like I don't know why he would leave him. I'm being honest.
It's
Like,
hard to pick the prime Viva, to be honest. They've had a lot of very good teams. Like
I
your
guess he's
group.
probably talking about crossplay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Crossplay,
yeah, I'm
you
talking
know
about
what?
crossplay.
Fair.
Yeah.
Crossplay is fair then. Yeah, that team was really good. I think it was you, Jamaican East as a front three, right? Probably
No.
one of the best front threes that
And
they're
Dressler.
it wasn't?
Yeah, it wasn't me. I wasn't there. I was on VT.
When did you? Oh, did you join after?
I joined after
You
like
joined-
Oh, so
two
who are the
seasons.
strikers? It
already
was
left.
Jamaican,
seasons
Andres, and who?
East. It was East. That's like when East was there, they were sick.
Yeah, East was Strike with Jamaican, and then
And the
Andresti
outside
was
mids?
Cam when they won Evo, Money, Lake, Volks, Pep, Bendy,
Yeesh.
you
Yeah, I didn't
Trippin,
think
and
through
Clifford.
who they had on their team, man. Wow. That
Well,
I feel like that.
I didn't think of it like that. Like the prom thing, I didn't really think like because Viva's just dead. So like
Yeah,
Yeah,
because,
I was gonna
like,
say. I was just
Yeah,
talking
'cause-
about like.
I'll
Yeah.
be honest, I put Viva last because I just thought like
Yeah, because I looked
I
at
didn't
Viva. I'm
consider
like,
Prime.
I was like, why is Viva there? So I was like, okay, I'm gonna base it off Prime.
Yeah, they're like
No, in
Manchester
Prime, I
United
see.
right
I
now,
see.
man.
That's a valid. I could have specified that, but that's a good shout.
So I think
Interesting.
I actually put Impact relatively high up. I just like I mean, I know recently only QFG has done like the first place thing, and they won RPCL technically.
Yeah.
So they just can like this in a whole season, like 2 seasons, like they finished like or top 2 in like everything they played in. So it's just
Yeah,
like
they're
Fusion
always-
FIFA
they're
vets.
always
Those are
gonna
good shots, Bacardo. I didn't even think about that, man. Well, if
So I
you
think-
filled out the form, Bacardo, I would have had them there. But guess what? You didn't. So
You didn't translate in Spanish.
I don't want to see that. Maybe I should do that on the forum, bro. That's my bad, Bacardo. I'll be
I definitely
more
didn't.
inclusive.
Yeah, I wasn't like Zay, and I didn't really think of RPCL for example, because I feel like most of the teams that you kind of listed up in that list, like obviously aren't in RPCL,
Yeah.
so I don't really count that. But obviously, respect for
I
still
definitely
winning.
should have
But
specified it. Someone broke it up at the playoffs too, and the average ones of playoffs that I saw. Very interesting. So I guess the way this person answered it was based off primes and legacy, because for playoffs they had. Well, actually, I don't even know. I don't know how this person. This is one person's vote, by the way, but I just thought it was cool how they said playoffs. They had Holix, us, VT, Most Hated, Patience, Viva, and Impact.
well, that's a sickness. Like,
Which is like, if you want to go that route and you're gonna go legacy, it would probably be Holix and Viva first, right?
Yeah.
I feel like
well, half the people that are in this community weren't born. Like,
yeah,
how's
that's
that
also
even make
true. When
sense?
yeah, you're not wrong, man. That's
I
funny.
don't see it like that. Like, I think if you're getting on Bleacher Report in 2013, like that does not matter to 2025. Like, I don't see how that matters.
Hey man, Bleacher Report is Bleacher Report, bro. That's still some kind of cop, but you're not wrong. Yeah, that's still interesting though that they put Holix first. That must be a Holix favorable right there. Holix.
Yeah, my
also.
issue with you, for example, NHF and Holix, were
This was
how
our
you guys
first
did
win.
in
This was our
QFG.
first postseason win. So I don't know how.
Yeah,
how
no,
we
I
could be up there.
respected you. Well, I think it matters now. Like, isn't it like I thought of it as now.
Yeah, that's the
And I
thing, and I
think
didn't
like the
specify it,
people
but
that
that guy
won this
answered it like it was
FIFA, I
legacy.
think is what
Which is
matters.
weird.
And
Yeah.
the only
agreed.
thing I think I had you a bit lower just based on the fact that you didn't do too great.
This was
in
one. No,
QFG.
it makes sense. I mean, like VT won
Nah, it
ACL
was
and
mainly
VCL
just
last year, right?
No, we won ACL this year and then VCL previously.
Yeah. So
But
yeah.
yeah, throughout the crossplay, like I don't think you did you add Fatal to the list? I was looking for a
didn't. Yeah,
Fatal
that's.
as
I mean,
well.
like
That was a big one that I thought especially because you had
Definitely should've
7
done
names
that.
instead of 8, I was thinking like you'd have a
What a
a
sub on
number
me,
that would
man.
be playoff like that. But it's
Oops,
what
oops,
it is.
oops. But
But
yeah,
yeah.
good idea for next
Yeah,
time.
I
I'll
don't-
just ask people to give me names.
I don't like to count things before crossplay. I don't like maybe it meant stuff back then, but I think now it doesn't really mean anything. So
Yeah.
not me personally.
Good
No,
boy.
no, that's valid. Yeah. Let's see. I got a couple of things in here. Yeah, okay. So this has been an ongoing discussion. The Shamson, at least himself, has wanted us to talk about for a while. And it's specifically regarding the argument of having 2 elite finishers versus a support and a finisher. I've been abused by this for many people for how I feel about it. Apparently people feel different about it, which is confusing, at least not according to this poll, but I've heard people say otherwise. That they
What was the
prefer
poll?
2 elite finishers, and they think to have a support and a finisher doesn't make sense. So obviously we got a mix. We got a mix of you guys here. We do have a finisher, we have an assister, and we have a guy who's good at both. So I mean, what do you guys feel? Well, you 3 strikers, man. I mean, Evan, we'll start with you.
All right.
You like to have a support striker? Do you like to have a guy next to you?
I
Or?
guess you're classifying as a sports striker, but a lot of people bring up creator.
Yeah.
personally, I just think people call themselves creators if they can't score.
Okay.
Like
So you think
I
there's
don't
no
really see
skill
it
to
that
being
way.
a creator striker?
I think you can be a creative striker. Like if you're creative and you're setting up people, that's cool. But like if you're actually creative and capable of getting opportunities, you just score as well. I think you can just have a mix.
I guess so.
I don't think if you're scoring like strikers, like your main thing is to score.
Yeah.
But if you have two strikers that can score, one guy can have a lesser game, for example, and then the other guy can pick it up for the other guy. I just think like it works better that way. And there's no reason why a striker who's scoring 30 plus can't create. Like it's not like you're having a guy that's scoring 30 getting 0 assists. And then people are known as creators and they're getting like 5 assists, but because they're scoring 5 as well, then they're automatically a creator. I don't see how that really works.
That's a good. That's
But
a good other side of the
opinions.
argument that people don't talk about. You want to say thing?
I think in terms of, I think it's just about, like, it matters about the formation. I think the whole point of having like a support and a finisher is that if you're running a 3-1-4-2, like if you run a
Interesting.
3-1-4-2, that makes sense. Like you
Yeah.
need like a support striker, like someone who can drop deep and like try to dictate play, and then you can use like the rest of like your midfield, I guess, to implement the attack. When you have like a 3-5-2, you don't really need like a support striker. That's the cam's job.
No,
So
no.
it's like,
Yeah.
like that's the whole point of that, between that.
So you think having like a cam and a striker who both like a supposed striker who like will drop down and like play with the cam and like move shit around, you don't think that's
Think of,
valuable, or you don't think it's as important as another
think of
striker
when
who can finish?
Zay brought up East.
Yeah.
In the regular season, East had 17 goals, I think, and Jamaican had 18. In the season they won in ACL, obviously in playoffs, I think the numbers were skewed, but we can't see that, I don't think.
Yeah.
And then like East is known as a creator, but he's still scoring a decent amount. So yeah, I just think people get a certain like
That's also a bit
name
different
put on
though.
themselves.
I think if you're
I
on
guess.
I think if you're on a first place team, like for example, on Impact, I had like 23 goals and Sebas had 29. If you're on a dominant team, I think both strikers are gonna score. Like I'm not known for scoring, but I was able to get 20 plus goals and I had like 10 plus assists. I don't consider myself a good finisher. I think if you're on a good team, like anyone can get a decent amount of stats, and I think that's what I did at Impact. I think it's just a good team where like I got enough chances where I can score enough. I disagree though. I think having a creative striker and a finisher is better. Not my reason for that is a lot of times, especially now, like DMs are absolute like F words. Like they just sit on the cam. They just sit on the cam, and the cam can very much get hoed where he's not going to receive the ball as much. Where I think you do need a creative striker to help drop in and then probably help the build up. I do think two finishing strikers is really good. Like you're like going to score way more than you would with a creative striker maybe. But I think having a creative striker is gonna help a lot with build up, especially if your cam is getting taken out of the play.
What F word you talking about?
No, we can't do that.
what?
Okay, no, I can't do that. I can't do that.
I was chuckling at.
There's a
Anthony
couple
I-
F words.
being
I'm
a DEI
confused. Can
hire,
you
man.
elaborate?
That's funny.
I just generally think like if you're on a dominant team, like both strikers like will get goals. But if you're not, like if you're on like maybe like a 5th place team or a 6th place team, like maybe one striker is gonna have more goals than the other. Like it generally depends on how the rest of the team is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right. Because that's what happened with us. Cecil was technically supposed to be or known
Exactly,
as not a
perfect
finisher,
example.
and Cecil became Golden Boot in ACL. So
Well, he's not really a creator though, is he? I don't think he
That's the thing.
I mean, that's
I-
what he was like. That's what he's
I
been
think
quoted as. He was like, I'm not a
that's the
finisher,
strong-
but like
just-
he
people
works the
just get
ball.
classified.
Yeah.
People just
Because
get
people-
classified under stuff.
Yeah.
People just look at Discord comments. Someone says, "Yo, this guy passes more than he shoots. This guy shoots more than he passes," and you just get labeled as something. But nobody actually looks at the facts or actually watches
The only
games. So they're just
person
like
who's considered a support
doodling
striker
down
that I
their
see
chin.
is Rick, because Rick quite literally never shoots. Rick will always pass the ball, so he'd be like the only one I put in that category. I mean, because like when I think strikers who are support, like it's not even saying that they're not S tiers, but it's more so that like they're just not the guys you see scoring goals. So like, I'd put Rick there. Like I put Zay there
just-
too in that category.
don't-
Zay had
other
a good
guys.
point. Like he scored
No,
an
he did.
impact. Like
Yeah, that's true.
so
I didn't know
that's
that.
why I think like that's why I don't think that. I don't know. I just don't see the whole creative thing. I think you can just both be good strikers and just score and get assists and just be good together. Like I
That's
don't
interesting.
really see it any other way.
With
Jamaican.
me, I could be wrong, but I feel like I can do both roles like fine. Like I've played with Evan and I've played
Well, we
with
don't
like
work well together with you, so I don't know.
I didn't say that. I know how you be. Um,
That's not right.
I've played with Evan. I've played with Zay, and realistically, I don't think it really matters. The only thing I can, and I think me and Evan had this conversation before. Like in certain games, you're gonna need like that guy to like kind of create something out of nothing, and I guess that's where you mean
Like
like a
dribble.
crazy dribbler, like East to like Cesar, players
Or
like
someone
that.
who will finish the ball
And
at a stupid rate, like Milk, for
yeah,
example. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
it's weird. It's situational, like, but for the
Mhm.
most part, I don't think it matters.
So if you're a manager and suppose like again, I know we're like okay shit, this kind of puts you on the spot, but it's a great example. You have a guy like Zay who's available, and you have a guy like Milks. You're putting Milks in purely for the fact that you just want the guy that you know will consistently score the goals, versus the guy who, not saying Zay can't score goals, but Zay's more known for like doing
Wait,
everything.
so
Milks isn't known for doing everything. Milks is known for just
if
pressing
I'm
B.
manager and I assume I'm the other
Okay,
striker,
this is
who
a
I
pretty shitty
rather,
situation to put you guys in, but like you see
I,
what I'm
I,
No,
saying,
no,
I,
right?
no, you're
You're
right. No,
gonna
you're
you're
right.
gonna
No, you're
Well,
right.
we
I'll
already
be
know.
honest. I'd probably take Zay because like that's my boy.
yeah.
Well, okay.
But
Well,
like I
Okay.
see your point. Like
Yeah, that's my point. I guess it was a kind of shitty example, but that's what I'm saying. Like a guy like that, or the other guy with that kind of play style. But I mean, I see what you're saying. It makes sense. I personally, as a manager, always went with what Zay was talking about. I feel like we're pretty split on this because I would love to. Okay, it's weird. When Rick and I played striker, I'm not a finisher. He's not a finisher. We just passed the ball around, and everyone got stats. Everyone scored goals. And then when we got Milks, obviously the team shifted because we actually had a goal scorer now. And I always kept, when I was actually the head honcho, I always kept someone next to him who I knew would pass the ball. I never wanted to get another striker who would shoot or score. I just didn't think it would work. Obviously, I mean now I guess he still fits, so maybe I was wrong. But
I mean, I don't look at it like that. I look at it as like what's the best chance of winning, and obviously just try and get the like. I don't really get someone to suit my style, if that makes sense.
I think it generally just
I just rather the team win.
I think it depends like on who's around in that team. Like if both strikers can get the opportunity, because in most teams, like one striker is gonna have more chances than the other. That's just like how it is, and that's why someone becomes like a support striker. But if you have a really good team where both sides are gonna get a lot of chances, yeah, I think it really depends on the team. I'm gonna be honest.
yeah,
Like how good
no,
they are at creating.
makes sense,
And
man.
and it's kind of weird because I've also played with like cams that just know how to create. Like East, I've played with Thin a lot. Like
Yeah.
we've not really needed someone to help with the creating aspect from the teams that
Mhm.
I've played for.
Yeah, so you haven't
The
really thought
only
about it.
time
No,
it
that's
was
fair.
different was on Viva. I feel like Andressi needed a bit more help creating, and that's why East was kind of perfect for that because he was like a second cam.
Yeah, that too. I mean, I guess it is situational, but like for me at least, again, when I was managing, at least in my early days, I never had a cam who was like a Goatless, like a East, like a Vols, if you guys remember who he is. I never had that. I had Willie. No offense to Willie. I love Willie. But he wasn't that. So I simplified the role of a cam to just be a wall pass pretty much. And obviously I had Rick next to him, a guy who would pass the ball, and then we got a finisher. So it
But
makes
look at
sense. If you have a
NHF.
creator, it makes it easier. What were you saying?
Like it never really worked when you tried to have a creative striker, I guess, in
Okay,
Rick.
well, we came
And
close. Listen,
yeah, but that
it
doesn't
didn't work.
matter.
It did
Sadly,
work.
people
I
people
don't,
talk
I
about
don't, I don't
Arsenal
think it
being
didn't work. I
chokers.
think it did
Like,
work. Choking. Okay. Okay.
well, my thing is, look at you guys now, right? You got Seastall and Meltzer both.
And
Well,
sucks. Yeah.
they're
The
sucks.
creator
Yeah, I
cam.
mean, but like you got two strikers that are both scoring. Like it worked out. You guys finally won. But then when you had like a Milks with some guy sniffing glue, like hoping that he scores. Like,
I think that's also
Well,
not
to
fair
be
though.
fair, our attack
Because
was high though. Like if you look at our stats from the other seasons too, we were always one of the best attacks. So I don't even think it was a striker partner. We just didn't have a defense. Like I feel like if
oh
we
yeah,
kept
I
breaking,
agree.
got
Your
the
defense
defense.
got a lot better too, though.
I also think they got a
Um,
top cam. Like they have one of the best cams
yeah,
now. Like they
Sucks
didn't
Yeah,
just have
evolved
Sucks
the.
by
is
the way
sick.
too. Like
Yeah,
Sucks was
Sucks
never
is
this, and
so
then he
much.
became.
That man's a Pokemon, bro. He's in his final stage.
Literally, I'm saying, I love Sucks. I'm not saying he wasn't good, but like the first season we played with him, he wasn't this. Like he's reached a level I honestly think he's like cooking up. So, but yeah. Anyway, not to tangent off. But it's interesting. Chat. Let us know what you guys think. If you guys are building a team, man, are you guys looking to set it up in a support striker finisher style, 2 finishers? Let us know. I know someone else, before we close off, one guy asked a question. I do want to get to it. I felt bad. It was Felix Impact. Felix, I didn't forget about you, bro. He says, what are y'all's thoughts on box-to-box center mids who can create power shot and play defense? Now, I'd assume he's talking about DMs. And I don't think
What the
any
fuck?
DM will ever power shot it unless it's a
Did
troll
he
or it's
say power
absolutely
shot?
broken.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's
you're
I just
getting
want to
banned if I see a power
I want to
shot.
snuff that out. If you're power shotting a DM in any of these comp teams, you're getting booted. Unless it's, like I don't even know what the situation
If you
would
do
call
that and
for.
you score, go for it, I guess. But
Yeah, only if you
like,
score.
like the thing
If you
is,
don't score,
nobody's
I
gonna
just
really
want you to
know.
know 10 of your teammates are frowning.
Yeah.
I can't lie. Hey, take that power shot, man. Don't listen to these
No,
guys.
no,
Nah, didn't say that because he'd be hitting
No, no,
Travella
no,
to
listen,
DM.
no. Let me explain, right? In a troll
Well,
scenario,
East,
right?
look
The
at
only
East.
time you should really do that is if like like you're playing a low block and they're not gonna step. So like you have the space to
Yeah.
shoot it because it can like create
Yes.
a rebound. So it's a good chance. I'm not talking about like someone they're running through. You see like it's a through ball there and you power shot. Like I don't mean like that, but
Yeah.
like I think there's a certain place and time for it.
See, yeah, like for example, East, like he's capable of doing that flick up shit. Obviously, as a cam, but when he's far back, he flicks it up, does a power shot, green top corner. If you're a DM and you have that space to do it, and you can actually do what East does, then sure. But probably
Yeah,
can't
not doing it.
because
Do they ever have that
you're most.
space?
What's up?
Like, I feel like that never happens at
No.
DM, right? Do they
Nah,
ever have that
East.
space?
Why would they not? But East does. Like I feel like if people are backing up super hard, like parking the bus, then they probably will have the space. Depends. I don't
I
really
guess so,
know.
yeah.
I think it
Strikers
up.
obviously usually mark the DMs though, so it's kind of
Yeah,
tough at the same
Yeah,
time.
yeah, you're right.
But most people are also trying to mark East, so he's somehow found space. So
I
surely,
think it depends because he's also finishing on his build. If, I don't think a normal
from
DM
that
would
far
have.
out though, he doesn't even have like crazy shit, and I don't think
Yeah, but he's
finishing
like on
matters.
the.
It's just about volleys, right?
Yeah, but he's on. Don't more offensive builds have like more like
I
finishing
think he's
stats?
on a
Like,
cam.
Yeah, but
I'm pretty
most
sure
Does
he's
the
on a
finishing even
cam
matter
build.
from outside the box? So
What's
it's
he on
long
the cam?
shots, right?
No,
cam-
it's
the,
just
the
about
cam build's good
volley.
to be fair.
He just has shot power on this build. That's it. Shot power and
Yeah.
finishing. I don't think he touched
Yeah,
volleys
yeah.
or long
I don't
shots.
Nah.
I don't really understand the question. Like, what are your thoughts on like the perfect box to box center mid that can do
I
everything?
mean, it's just because we don't really see that.
Yeah,
We don't really
like
see a DM who
You
does
need to
everything.
be
Like
in a
gets up
3-1-4-2
there.
for that shit to like
Yoshi,
really
Yoshi's a box to box,
Yes,
bro.
that's a great example.
He's a
Actually,
box to
he's like
box.
the only one I think of. Maybe Joe too, but Yoshi more just because Yoshi does get more involved on the offensive end. I've seen him
Yeah,
get
he
like
gets
15
involved a
assists in a
lot.
season.
You know who
Yeah,
Loki
like
scores too?
it's crazy.
Sika. He scores a.
Okay, he scored one goal in the final, man.
No, he scores.
He
I've been
scores,
seeing
bro.
this guy get in the box. Like he scores.
But does he create?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
that's what
box
he's known for. He's the more
tough.
creative.
3-5-2. Yeah,
Yeah.
for the 3-5-2 scenario, it's tough. If you're playing the 3-1-4-2 or a 4-4-2, I don't know why you'd be playing a 4-4-2, but if you're doing that, maybe.
Respect it though.
But yeah, I mean that's our answer to that question.
We could touch on the Champions League to end it.
Yes, thank you. I completely forgot. We'll wrap it up with Champions League. Wow. I mean, that Inter Barcelona game to touch on that first
Let's
was
get it.
I
Oh
fucking
yeah.
love that.
generational game.
Feels good.
Let's
Feels
look at
good.
our picks that
Money!
we chose.
Where you at, money?
Obviously, a lot of us felt like
Okay.
Barcelona
You
would
know what
win.
I'm saying? Chelsea up
And,
top,
First time
baby.
you're ever right.
Two of us were wrong. Obviously, Jay's with the elite ball knowledge, the only one who went
No, Zay.
100%.
Nah, Zay as well.
Hey.
Oh, Zay
Yes,
as well. Sorry,
sir.
my bad, Zay.
I mean, Chelsea ball
What did
knowledge,
you
you
guys-
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, elite ball knowledge.
Mhm.
Yeah, guys, that first game between Barca and Inter, how crazy was that, man? I mean, that
Shows
some
that,
questionable
Damn, Mians
calls. I
didn't
mean, that
suck.
last goal that Inter scored, before extra time. Was it? A
Yeah, I
foul?
mean, I was messaging Shams and I was like, because we were talking about the first leg.
You're hella
See-
high, bro.
Yeah, I'm hella hyped because the last time we did this, I told Money like I can't wait for this moment. Like Inter's gonna win. He's like, nah, saying some shit, and here we are, man. Here we are. But I was telling Shamson, I'm like, yo, the thing is, Barca can score amazing attack, but their backline absolutely reeks of horse shit because they're too offensive, like they're too high and they can't handle it. And I was exactly my point. Fucking 7 goals is absolutely ludicrous. So I mean,
Can't you argue that with Inter though?
well, that's what I'm saying. Like Barca's attack and score, but they
Oh,
can't.
okay.
They can't
They
defend.
can't like hold
And
out.
that's why I thought Inter was gonna win. Obviously, I chose Inter just because I wanted to see Money frown. But
At least he's honest.
You're
Yeah,
mean,
that's
man.
fair.
What the fuck?
but you can ask James. Like I messaged him like, "Yo, Inter are gonna win, bro." Like I'm so confident because he asked me about why I chose Inter. I'm like, I don't think Barca's defense is good enough to hold off Inter. Like, I think their attack's amazing, but DeMarco also sucks, by the way. Overrated.
Yeah,
See,
he was
yeah.
honestly a letdown. I thought this
And
guy was one of the
Cabarrus,
best fullbacks in the world, and he cooked.
Going to get. I think we're just not giving credit to Yamal, bro. Like,
No,
I
he's
think
him.
No, we are. Yamal was the best
No,
player.
no,
in the
he's
league,
him.
bro.
No. Like, there's not a single person that he's gone against and be like, damn, like that left back.
Yeah,
had a
they
good
can't
game.
guard him.
Like,
Yeah,
he's
they really
unguardable, bro.
No, Cucurella, but that's a different conversation.
Oh my god, bro.
But you saw what he
I
did.
would.
Boring.
Well, unfortunately, they're both on Spain. But if for whatever
Cucurella.
reason we
I
ever
mean-
see Chelsea in the Champions League again,
I mean, you saw what he did to
that's not
Salah,
gonna be a
right?
long time.
Bro,
That's not. I don't want to hear no Liverpool weren't trying. Salah needs to break a record, so he definitely was trying. He's just boxed.
Cucurella
That's a different story.
would make another song about walking up the ball.
And this
yeah.
Cucurella tall shit, that ain't fair, man. Like he's a whole like 10 inches taller than him. Like let's be serious. Like of course he's gonna body
No,
him.
Yamal would absolutely. I'm sure he obliterates him in
Think
training.
Cucurella?
Cucurella is getting better.
Impossible. But we'll wait till next season. Wait till next season.
Jays, you picked Inter too, man. I mean,
That was just a pure hate watch, and I just happened to be right.
okay, well,
Yeah.
2 hate watch picks, man, and they both
Hate
worked.
watch,
This is just
I,
sickening to hear, bro.
It was a generational couple 24 hours. I'll never forget. I'll tell my kids.
Yeah,
about
no,
this.
the 24 hours have been great, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I love the fact that Arsenal got absolutely smoked. It was a shame
Really is
for on GTA. It was a shame for Barca.
yeah.
I was really hoping. Okay, I was really hoping Barca would win. I honestly thought they had it at the end.
Yeah, they
but
could have
that-
won it, but Yamal. So
Yeah,
just
that
really
one
close,
goal.
yeah.
I think honestly, listen.
Yeah, he teleported right at him.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was scoring that for sure. I
bad.
mean, he's a 17-year-old kid, though, man. I mean,
Oh,
to do what he's
already doing
doing.
crazy shit.
He looked like me in high school.
All right, man. All right, you're definitely at 17, man. You were definitely sitting.
At
in your mom's
17, I was
garage,
a
man.
prospect.
All
I was
right,
a
bro.
prospect.
He's unreal, and I think Yamal's. We all know it. He's gonna be a player to watch for like the next 10, 15 years, man. So he's gonna get a couple. He's easily gonna get a couple
gonna get that
Hot
Champions League.
take, at
Yeah,
like
yeah.
26, 27, he's gonna decline because like he's right now he's playing a lot of games.
Interesting.
So
Yeah, it's gonna be like.
Yeah, he
fucking,
could get injured. You're not
It's
wrong.
similar to. It's not really the same because obviously Sterling, he was never like probably going to be at those heights, but
Potential,
yeah,
though.
he's been playing when he was like 16, 17. starting
Yeah,
for
and then like
Liverpool.
when he hit that.
And
itch,
now
yeah.
like I can't lie, he is fucking terrible now.
It's
To
gonna
be
like
fair-
Xhaka,
29
it's
though,
just
right?
gonna run
29,
to the
30?
ground.
To be fair, his finishing's always
Uh,
been awful.
Yeah, it
No,
has.
bro. Are you kidding me? Did you see
Nah,
his
him-
Nah,
fucking
his-
player
nah,
of the
nah,
year
that's
season with
it.
City, man? He dropped like
Wait.
God knows how many.
Yeah, he
was
did.
like
He also
top
missed
three
a
in
bunch
goal
load of stink.
contribution.
No, but he also missed a bunch load of stinkers. Like
Yeah,
like
but
he-
like,
his,
dude, the guy was putting up stats
yeah,
next
that
to
opened
fucking
that
Messi
miss,
and
yeah.
Ronaldo, bro. Like,
I think if you
hello?
get chances, you're gonna like.
Yo, Mod, can we ban Ronnie?
Jamaican was
Why,
in jail
Ronnie?
at 17. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone,
Um,
someone get him.
and then obviously
Yeah,
PSG
nah,
Arsenal,
Kane
man.
and
I mean, I
Chama.
don't think
Yeah,
Okay.
that's just funny thing. That shit funny?
Arteta's post game comments were interesting, saying that he felt that their team was the better team, and they
He's
got robbed.
joking.
Pretty much
Yeah.
is what he said. Evan, I'd like to hear your thoughts on that. I mean, do you agree? Do you feel like Arsenal was the better team? Obviously, we know Donnarumma was clutch, but
He's him, bro. That guy's got it.
Well, nah, not really, but I don't think it was like one way or the other. Like I think it was more even. It was just
Yeah.
I don't know. Donnarumma kept making insane saves, and like if you keep missing, you're fucked. Like we were 1-0 down, obviously dominating for 15, 20 minutes, couldn't score, and then they get one opportunity to score. Well, I guess the second opportunity because Kvaratskhelia also hit the post.
can I hear your honest thoughts on Odegaard and his performance in these
I
two legs,
think-
or at least in the
I don't-
Champions League as a whole?
I don't think he's fit. I think like during the summer or something, he's gonna have to have surgery or something. Like, cause he's
Oh.
been great. Cause and then when he went away for international break with Norway, obviously got hurt. He was out for like 2 months, and he's come back and he looks awful. So I don't obviously know what's going on, but like you would just assume like he can't be fully fit. I know Ben White brought it up last year that he had to have surgery in the summer, and he was playing injured for a lot of the season
Yeah.
last year. So I don't know if Odegaard would be in the same boat. I know a lot of players just kind of try to play through the pain, or
Yeah.
maybe he's just ass. Who knows? Like,
Yeah, that's what I
know.
was thinking. I mean, he played.
But he was one of
plays
our best
rookie, but-
players.
I like
Yeah,
that
that's what I'm.
option.
It's weird
the
because he
second
is,
option.
but also like statistically, he isn't really relevant. And then like in that
Not
those games,
now,
at least, you
least.
don't really see him doing anything. So
Yeah, no, he's been poor, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird because we obviously don't have any finishers on our team at the moment,
yes.
and we had an opportunity with Martinelli like 4 minutes in. Saka had a good shot that got saved by Donnarumma.
Yep.
Odegaard had a good volley. Like in my opinion, that was probably our best chance. Like Odegaard had an insane shot through a bunch
Yeah.
of people, and somehow Donnarumma gets down. Like he's what 6'5" and getting
Yeah.
down like that quickly.
Big
It
man.
doesn't even make sense.
He's him.
So
He's a freak of
yeah,
nature.
if
but
that
yeah,
goes
that's a
in,
good
it's
point
different.
too. Um,
Can I ask you something, Evan?
oh.
What's up?
What do you feel about that Saka miss, man? Like,
Oh, he should be.
Oh my God, yeah, dude, I
bad.
completely forgot
'Cause,
about that.
I love
I
that. I
think-
love that shit.
I can't believe
Yeah,
it.
the
I think
tap.
it
It
was,
was like a tapping. It was a open net.
Because he
like,
was like
tapping.
he was taking really good shots, like but
Well,
Donnarumma was obviously just saving
yeah,
them. So I was like,
it's weird because he scored obviously, and then
Yeah.
fucking
And that was after he got that chance too.
yeah,
Like, you
yeah.
expect him to
No,
bury
he
it.
scored, and then that was to make it 3-2 on aggregate.
I think
Yeah.
you're right.
But he
That
missed
goes in.
open net, and yeah, that's what I think. Like I'm pretty sure it was the 80th minute or around there at least.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was plenty of
And we
time
had
to count
extra
that one in.
time as well. So like, surely you're gonna be shaking if you're selling a 3-0 lead.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously you fucking cleared it.
yeah,
But,
that was crazy, man. I honestly
It's
was
weird
surprised.
because like he's our only hope, so you can't really like complain that much. Like we genuinely have no option other than him. So, and sometimes I guess Rice, but that's only been in recent time. And
Trash Rockman?
yeah,
Or glorified
just
Rockman?
gotta hope that their signings or whatever.
Yeah, they need to
This
sign a striker,
Felix
whether it's
Impact guy's
Quickriz.
pissing me
No, they
off,
will.
man.
They're
Isak.
guaranteed. I think they're guaranteed. There's no way they go into this season
There's no way
without
Arteta
one.
doesn't.
Oh,
If he
yeah.
doesn't if he doesn't get a striker or a 9 this season, I think he's cooked
I
for the
think
next season.
I think our
It
team
wouldn't make
is,
sense.
like Gabriel obviously was injured, like, and our defense still like somewhat decent, but I think yeah we're a big difference away from winning shit. Like it's just or not a big striker. Like
getting
you
fired.
could get Gyökeres or fucking anyone at this point. Fucking
We'll give you
send it in a
Nkunku.
DM. All right,
Alright,
move
well.
on.
We got you. But he wants to leave anyway, so we
I
got
think
you.
the main theme I saw between these two legs at least was that at least 3 out of the 4 teams. I don't know how you guys feel about Chesney. Each team had an elite goalie, and the 2 teams that won had the goalies who just played better, and they just had the better games. I mean, we were talking about Donnarumma, and I mean, someone said it too, and I agree. Got to give Jan Sommer his flowers, bro, because holy
Yeah,
wow. I mean, that guy actually put Inter into the final, which was, unreal. I mean, he had an unreal performance.
Yeah, he did the same thing against Bayern too. Like,
Yep.
So I think if Barca play Bayern, they win. I don't think Bayern wins that game. If I'm being honest.
Well. Barca did not have an elite GK. So yeah, and that's something I wanted to ask. So like Raya, I think we can agree is one of the elite goalies. He's phenomenal. Donnarumma, Sommer. People don't think Szczesny's that good. And I'm curious to see what you guys think. I saw Jamie Carragher was saying too that he's mid.
I think he's solid, but I wouldn't say like an elite keeper. The thing is like Barca's like high line doesn't help them. Like this man so it's like hard to actually say he's bad when Barca's back line is the one that's fucking him, or Flick's tactics, you should say, because that man just keeps a high line. So I mean I say he's like solid, but I wouldn't say he's the elite keeper.
Okay, hold on.
You guys see Raya?
Raya's not elite. Okay, that
yeah, people are saying Raya's not an elite goalie, which is interesting. I thought that was
he's
the best in the Prem.
He's probably top 3 in the world right now. I
was gonna say, that's how I felt too. I thought that was common consensus.
I can't really.
You see, that's not really recency bias. It's just people don't watch the Serie A.
See, my thing is with Raya, he doesn't start for Spain right now, so I can't even like agree with
starts?
that.
Politics. That's
I don't know
politics.
about Serie A, but I'm
Simon.
pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, that they just choked the league. Like I think they choked the league like last week or 2 weeks ago.
Wait, who?
Something about
Inter.
Inter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Inter just
but
choked
it,
the league
that
because
Yeah,
of
yeah.
mistake.
They've been. Yeah, I think they're 3 points back, unless I'm
Yeah,
wrong.
Napoli's in first, you're right?
But
Yeah.
yeah, I think they're 3 points back, but they've been resting them basically their whole team. Like I saw their
they've been
game the other
focusing
day,
on
and
Champions League.
they had Arnautovic playing with Taremi up top and all that. Like
Yo,
insane.
what's some names? Unai Simone is a beast. He just plays on Bilbao. Yeah, but it's like,
Yeah, he is really good.
yeah, I guess
I
he
don't know,
did
it's
ball out for
weird.
Spain in the Euros.
I just don't think Raya has like proven that he's up there yet, but at the same
Yeah.
time he's
What
carried
is on
Arsenal. He's one of
Bilbao
our best
conceded
players.
7 to
Yeah,
United?
The Golden-
Yeah, man.
Nah,
Is
that
the-
guy's
how is
that guy
the-
doesn't play.
How is the
Can't comment
Golden Glove determined? Is it just whoever wins Champions League or stats as well?
How's the
or-
what? The
I
Ballon
think
d'Or?
it's
Well, actually, no, that's not
it's
true because Edward Mendy didn't win it that one season when we won it.
It's
Oh,
Clean
the
sheets,
Golden Glove? I think it's
Yeah.
just the most save.
What?
It's
No, no,
clean
No,
sheets.
isn't
I'm
it
not-
clean sheets?
Well, because
think
Edward
it's-
Mendy had one hell of a season, and then I think Donnarumma won it. Like that was like you're not gonna get that from
Yeah,
Edward Mendy ever again. That man was him. That's
Mendy's ass.
ironic.
He dropped so hard. That's actually
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
hard.
he fucking,
but that's another
he fucking
conversation.
rigged.
Yeah, he's still starting over your keeper right now. He's still starting over your keeper.
Yeah, before we end this, your predictions, guys, for this final between Inter and PSG, man. We'll just go from that list down. I want and I think PSG will win. I think Enrique has built a fucking machine of a team. And while Inter has heart, I think PSG should get it if Dembele plays. If he doesn't play, it'll be tough. But if he does, they'll win.
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah, I want
Evan?
Enrique to win. To be fair, so
Yeah.
I'll just say PSG. Thing obviously. Yeah, they're the better team as well.
Jamaican?
I'm going to. I just lost the fucking Nick on the foot
Inter.
market. Oh, fuck this shit.
Yo, you lost to Nick? No way.
No, I'm doing the cup thing and it's golden goal. Fuck me. I'm gonna give it to Inter.
Okay.
Not because I think they're better. I just think they have heart, man. Like look at that Barca game. And
yeah,
like,
I mean the Italians do have heart. You're not wrong.
It's like it takes a lot of like to be down in the 86.
Yeah, the game being done.
Because mind you, after they tied 2-2, like they're getting absolutely fried by Barca. And they
Yeah,
still push through an equal like that.
but you're
that
not wrong.
has to be
It's a very good
something.
point. No, I
And
mean
they've been there before. Yeah, they lost, but they've been to a final.
And to be fair,
they
in that
know
final, they
how to-
easily could have won. I mean,
They should have won,
Lukaku
but
missed all the
Rodri-
chances, and Rodri scored the winner. So
Yeah.
you're not wrong. That plays a part, man. But both teams have been to a final, to be honest. It's just Inter had the more recent one. But I see what you're saying. It's a good point. I didn't even take that into account. But yeah, I mean, they went down by a goal in the 86, and they fucking believe they could do it. So good shout, Zay.
It's a hard one. I think I'm gonna give it to PSG though. I think their midfield is sick. I think Donnarumma also is gonna. I don't know. Both teams are. It's like a hard one because like both of them are top keepers. I don't know. Just after watching DeMarco and like Barca like absolutely fried. Well, I don't know. Barca's different though because actually really good offensively.
Very good.
I'm gonna give it to PSG though. I think Kvara obviously is coming back to the Serie A. Playing against a team in the Serie A, so I think he'll want to probably put on a show for that. I'll give it to PSG. I think they're really good. I think they're sick.
Dan?
Offensively at least.
I think PSG.
Ding got both
win,
wrong, man.
But I'm gonna go.
Oh my
I'm going
God.
with Inter.
Okay.
It's a hard one because they have
I'm just
to.
rigged if you're Inter, man. Fuck me.
Thuram's gonna.
I think Thuram is like he's probably one of the most underrated strikers out right now. I think
he's better than Lautaro.
Yeah, he is.
You say he's better than Lautaro?
I think he's better than Lautaro. I mean, you can look at
that's crazy, bro. That's actually unreal.
That's
so
fitting.
disrespectful for Lautaro
I
Martinez,
don't think
man.
that's crazy. I think he makes Lautaro look better than what he actually
They paired
did.
together, but like,
Yeah.
they have similar
Lautaro
stats.
did what he did without Thuram, bro. I mean, he's been doing his thing, man. But
I don't know.
Personal opinion, that takes away from what you're saying. Continue.
But yeah, I think in terms of this is probably gonna be like a wingback show. Like obviously, like both teams use like their fullbacks like
Oh, that's gonna be
Dumfries
interesting
there,
one.
attack.
A lot, yeah. Dumfries and DeMarco against Hakimi and Nuno Mendes.
And
Arguably
Hakimi's
the
been
top
scoring
4
a lot.
fullbacks in the world going at each other, man. That's gonna be a great fucking
Well,
matchup.
Can I
yeah.
actually change mine? I'm gonna go PSG. The more I think about it,
Ah,
yeah, the more I think about it, it has to be PSG. Their attack is disgusting, and I
Because they
think they
do it, man.
arguably have the best midfield in the
They
world
got to
right
bench
now.
Barcola though. That boy Barcola cannot finish.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they need
he
to mention it.
can't.
It has to
He
be Doué,
can't.
Keita,
He
and
cannot
Dembele.
finish. He's good at
Yeah.
everything but finishing, man.
He stinks.
Yeah.
No bueno.
But the rest are
Um,
like they're gonna damage for
yeah.
sure. And Dembele needs a Ballon d'Or push. So I mean,
Yeah, I mean, if they
Yeah,
win,
that's
because they're
true,
the only
yeah.
team that can win a treble, and if they do, I mean, it's going to Dembele. There's no way he's not winning it, bro.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
That'd be
Jace?
crazy to say that, like
PSG.
Dembele
I know
won a
Ousmane
Ballon
Dembele
d'Or.
leading Barca and winning a fucking Ballon d'Or.
Sure.
He did what Mbappe couldn't, pretty much, for PSG, which would be insane if he does it. Kudos to him.
Yeah.
He's always had the potential, though, man. I mean, Dembele's been that good. He just never had the right team to
Injuries,
do it.
Never had
He's
like
definitely injury prone. Yeah. So
Yeah, Enrique put him on, man, and good shit for that. I mean, I love seeing Dembele ball out and score, bro. You've always seen him create the chance. He just would never score. Now he's doing it, so reaping the rewards.
I think that
Jeez, man.
I said PSG.
Oh, okay. So it seems like everyone's PSG except
Finn?
Finn.
Yeah, Finn got the United trade curse, so like that's why I kind of wanted to switch.
Yeah, all right.
Nah,
I see that. I like
can't
that.
lie,
I like
that's
that.
just cap, but all right.
Bro, like
Yo,
both
Jamaican.
its picks are wrong, and what's up?
You saw Anthony's goal today.
Actually, this is my first time getting them wrong.
You saw
Yeah, I
Anthony's
was
goal
gonna say, I
today.
think the other ones
You're
you got
gonna,
right,
first
bro.
picks I got
crack
wrong.
though in the finals, so
Unlucky,
be
man.
wary.
Yo, if Anthony Cooks says, I know he
Bro,
is.
I
Actually,
would-
wait, no,
bro,
he's
you-
gonna be a
you call
Korea
that-
side. Easy clams.
Yeah,
Not
you
even
guys
worried.
will me, bro.
Not
Dead
even
ass.
We'll talk about.
worried.
I mean, I guess the Conference League final is Betis and Chelsea. Is that what it's gonna
Yeah, but he's one of pens. So I mean,
be? Yeah.
as long as we watch, well, Isco's also looking at,
They
but
won
you
in
know,
pens. Florentina
they-
scored.
Dude, that game, I think
No,
Betis will win
they won
that, bro. Oh my
4-3.
god. That's
Yeah.
gonna be a fun game to watch too. Oh yeah, so man, why don't we touch up on the other ones? We have this one, obviously. You have United and Spurs.
oh my
man.
gosh, you know,
Quickly,
I
real
would,
quick.
Shaking for
Hey,
that, bro. I'm not
we
gonna
said
lie.
Val in the mid, man.
I would love to see Spurs.
That's gonna
win,
be a
Listen,
generational hate watch. I
Edge
win no matter what
Foster-
Yo,
happens.
said-
that's crazy. Come from a Chelsea fan. Where he's
Yeah,
fucking rivals.
that's how
That's
imagine
wild.
me
That's
wanting Spurs to
embar-
win
You gotta
because
bring
of
Shane
you.
back, man.
That's how
Gotta
bad
bring
you are,
Shane
Jamaican.
back.
That I want Spurs to win by
You gotta
rivals.
bring
I
Shane
don't want to
back.
see
That's
Man United
fucking
win because of
embarrassing.
you.
Nah, I can't lie. That's
Betis,
shameful.
Betis and Spurs, man.
That-
I'm saying Betis and
that's
Spurs,
sad
bro.
as
Let's go,
fuck,
man.
bro.
That's what I want to see. I hope I see that.
Oh man, I'm scared. Anthony, like,
He's been in the form of his
There's
life,
no
man.
way.
Get
There's
Chelsea
no
shoes.
way you're that
Fuck
scared of Anthony, man. I can't.
no, well,
But,
Kukure's gonna box him, but he's been cooking. Man, you saw his goal today. I know Jamaican did.
I think we are out of
Oh,
time, man.
God.
Honestly, we had too much fun with this. But yeah, any closing thoughts, guys, before we wrap it up? You want to say to the folks for anything?
I wanna get a mod to ban that Felix Impact guy because he's saying that Mount's good, and that's just
Okay.
pissing me off.
He's a United
Well,
fan.
if you're a
Yeah,
mod,
and he's
man,
fucking stupid as fuck.
Oh yeah, he scored
You're
two for
much-
you today.
he
Yo,
scored
you're
two today.
you're
Consider that.
welcome,
He's like, oh,
Jamaican.
ever since Mount
$60
came
million
back from
well
injury, he's
worth
been
it.
him. I'm
Yo,
like,
Yo,
bring him
Mount
back.
is
Otherwise-
back. Mount is back.
we will catch you
garbage.
guys for the next episode.
Just a
Thank you all
press
for tuning
Merton.
in. Love you guys. Take care.
Peace out, guys.
Fuck
Yeah,
Zay.
see you later.
All right.
Yeah.
listen.